Launch.
It's launch,
Are we
Captain.
live?
Engage.
Gundam.
It's up to you now, Migs.
Oh, kind of nervous right now. Not gonna lie.
Why are you
But I can
nervous, man?
try. But I can try.
We need to explain this later.
Yeah, we need to explain this later. Anyway, should we start? Gentlemen and ladies, lords.
Which one are the ladies?
I'm the lady. Woohoo! Am
yeah.
I a
Yeah.
pretty girl?
You're beautiful.
Very. You're beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Oh, thank you.
Totally, dude. All right, we are gonna start. Welcome everyone. Welcome to Good Trades, the podcast where we punch each other with stories and everyone takes damage.
Mm.
We're recording a little bit early today, and a little bit ahead of schedule. Usually we agree to record during Fridays, but some stuff happens, and well, today is your lucky day.
It's
You get
Friday
to spend
somewhere.
time with us.
Mhm.
Yep,
It's
it's
Friday
Friday
somewhere
somewhere.
in the world.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it's not.
No, yeah, it is.
Uh,
It could be.
I
Could be,
mean,
yeah.
after the recording, sure, but
Yeah, exactly.
Probably Friday when this comes out.
Yep. Who
Einstein
knows?
said time
Uh,
was relative, right?
Mhm,
Who's to
mhm,
say?
who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Mhm.
So I'm your host for this episode 115. It's me, Miguel Cheesy Chimps, everyone's favorite guest on your podcast. Happy to be here as always.
You are my favorite.
Yep, thank you.
Wait a second.
Oh, yeah, that will create conflict. Emile in the morning at night.
Why?
There's two
Pick
Miguel.
favorites?
No. He's my favorite guest. That's
Wow.
no. He's my favorite
Wow.
guest.
Explain yourself, Emile. Explain yourself. Anyway,
Okay. My name is Emile in the morning at night, and Cheesy Chimps is my favorite guest, not my favorite Miguel. I
Aw.
love all Miguels equally. That's me, Emile, lover
No.
of Miguels.
Lover of
guests.
Miguel's.
Yep, I
Wow,
love
it's
them
a new-
Miguels.
it's a new title.
Mhm. I love them.
Who you love the best one?
You gotta pick though.
I gotta pick
Only one may stand.
Miguel
one
from
may
Tekken.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
And of course, the Migoy, who's
Yes.
also a Miguel.
Mhm.
I'm
also
also a
from
Miguel.
Beatboxing.
Happy to be here.
Fuck. Oh no. I have to change my new
Got him.
catchphrase.
Got him.
It's time for you to be infringed upon.
Oh. So, wait, that kind of. Oh no, the scuff is real. Of course, everyone's favorite Raffy Graffiti. How you
Como?
doing?
Como estas soy Raffy, Miguel, Graffiti. Buongiorno.
You're mi-
Ay.
What's wrong?
Are you also a secret Miguel?
I've revealed. I've waited this whole time to show you
Uh-huh.
it was me, Austin. I
Fuck.
was also a Miguel. Miguel
It's been
Bird.
8
Man.
years.
Miguel Bird.
Speaking of, now that you've sort of showed off your Spanish
¿Por qué?
accent, yeah. Like I just recently learned that there is a language called Esperanto. Have you guys heard of it?
Esperanto? No.
Yeah. So
I've
Esperanto
Maybe
is
girl from
actually
Quasimoto.
Yeah, dude.
Mm.
it's a
That's the one.
gypsy. So yeah, Esperanto is the world's most widely spoken constructed auxiliary language. So
Really?
it is produced
opposed-
by the UN, I
Okay.
think, to have some sort of like an official universal language that can be used for all like countries.
Oh, what?
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Interesting, right?
yeah.
You think English is the universal language?
Universal
from the
constructed
UN,
language, as opposed to
yeah,
what, like a draft language? What?
Or Blitz
like
language.
an origin language, I guess,
I'm
or
excited for
something that's
ranked
naturally
language.
created. I don't know, but yeah, that's something that I've just learned
That's
this
cool.
week.
Bro, singleton
Yeah.
language is gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
come Elder Dragon language. Let's
Elder
go.
Dragon
no.
language is my favorite.
Elder
I would
language
definitely get
Highlander.
Only one of each
Canadian
word can be
Highlander.
spoken.
Yeah, dude.
Except for basic language.
hmm So, usually we have reader mail at this point, but of course we're still working our bearings. So we will go straight to the weeks. Anyone wanna check
Yeah,
some
what's been going
weeks?
on with everyone?
Because I forgot how to run a podcast.
I'm gonna go.
Go.
I'm gonna go.
Fly
Since
high,
nice,
king.
nice.
I made the Excel thing and I made the colors and I put my thing first.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Aha!
Pop off, king.
Since it
really good.
is spooky time, boys.
Oh,
and
it's
girls,
October.
and
You're right.
It is
it's
October.
spooks, it's ghosts galore everywhere, left, right, up, down.
Mm-hmm.
BABA select start. I kicked things off with a relatively new film,
Ooh.
Film.
which I believe is not out yet on the digitals, unless you yar it up a bit. Haha.
Mhm.
It's called The Substance.
The sub.
The
Ooh.
substance.
It is a movie, like as the title suggests, it's a movie about some kind of drug addiction,
Mhm.
and
Oh, okay.
it's a body horror movie.
Oh.
Yeah, so it can get real gross, but it's very good when it comes to that. It's not like gore for gore's sake. It's a
Oh.
really like intriguing and entertaining and somewhat silly by the end, especially of a movie. So the premise is it's about this lady who used to be a fitness idol for many years, but she has since aged, and the network is pushing her out and straight up looking for a replacement and whatnot.
Oh.
So there is this substance, haha, which how it works is it makes like a body double of you, but younger, like significantly
Okay.
younger,
What?
like in your prime. And then you
Okay.
have to like switch your consciousness between the two.
Mhm.
But there's a hard limit and like there's very strict rules to follow. And they warn the protagonist about it, but they're enjoying the young life too much that they try to tweak the rules, and there are very large like damning consequences.
Oh.
So if you don't mind, I guess partial spoilers, or you just want to watch it for yourself, because it's a really fun movie.
Okay.
Is it on theaters right now, or did you?
It
Like,
came
it's
out
still on
earlier
theaters?
this year.
Uh-huh.
I forget exactly when, but yeah, it's still fairly new. I don't know
Oh,
if they'll
this.
show it here because it's like, aside from the visuals, like they straight up show a lot of titties and some pube hairs.
No.
Oh,
Interesting.
I'm in.
All right.
Wait, I'm seeing the trailer. This is like
Pretty cool.
Demi Moore
Yeah, Demi
Oh, yeah.
Moore.
and that lady from Death Stranding
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's a
Yeah,
Death
yeah.
Stranding lady.
as her young self, I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I love some of the visuals here because I'm getting a lot of like Malibu. I'm getting a lot of the color grading from Barbie, but the camera is a lot scarier. Like it's lower to the ground and this
Oh,
and
dude.
that. Like I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Like the visuals, the what do you call it?
Ay, putang ina.
Director of photography or whatever.
Yeah.
Like all the movie stuff.
Yeah.
It's very good. All the framing, all the colors,
Mhm.
all the backgrounds. Like there's a lot of poster looking shots in this.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
And
Right.
like it's the grossest you'll ever see a man eating shrimp.
Really? Oh shit.
Like Like imagine Vince McMahon, but not Vince
Gross.
McMahon eating shrimp up close.
Okay.
Maybe
Um,
Denethor. Maybe Denethor would be would be the benchmark.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it.
Yeah,
I'm seeing
it's
different.
a
People
bit in
eating
the
grills.
trailer, the shrimp action.
There's I'm also getting a very claustrophobic feel. Like a lot of it is very mid shot to close shot. Like
Oh yeah.
it's so uncomfortable. Even when there's negative space like that, like it feels like the subject is all alone in the room and the walls are closing in. Parang ganun. That's I am thoroughly impressed by that. It seems really cool. It's too close. The camera's too close at sometimes.
It gets absurdly close.
Okay, okay,
It's
cool.
great. Like the fidelity of cameras now. Oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
put to good use. It's a very fun film.
Cool.
So yeah, the substance. I forget the name of the director, but I'll save something a little bit of that for the rec.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Sick.
nice.
I'm
So
into it.
It's good.
I guess
It's
the other thing I want to talk about is it's been a crazy 2 weeks for the Magic the Gatherings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it has
Mhm.
been.
Been
There's been a lot of drama,
absolutely
hasn't
Yeah.
it?
insane,
I
especially for
heard.
those in the Commander format,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because it's probably one of the biggest bans in the history of the format.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's extremely messy. There was so much drama, and a lot of changes happened real fast.
Yeah.
Like as people were making content to cover the thing, new updates and changes were happening literally like on release of certain shows. Like within the first week alone, I think on the Friday of the first week, there was another major like update to the situation.
Mhm.
So what we're talking about is that the new ban list hit 4 cards,
Mhm.
one of which everybody expected, which is Nadu, Winged Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody liked the playstyle of that. He was kind of dirtily slow, and he broke Modern for a month or two.
Hmm.
And the ones that really the other one was Dockside Extortionist, which that's been a discussion for the past 2 to 3 years, I think.
Yeah,
Or
that's true.
technically ever since it came out in 2018, where it's kind of too easy and too strong for Commander, even in casual pods. But there is a discussion on how it scales depending on the speed and power of the decks you're playing. But that was kind of an easy ban, and I think most of the players agree with that.
Hmm.
But the two that also got hit, because 3 of the 4 cards were pushing above $90 a piece, right?
Oh, okay.
So and price doesn't dictate why a card gets banned.
90 for Dockside?
Yeah, dude, it was
Mhm.
at that day that it was banned. It was like 80 to 90 at the cheapest.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Rip.
insane. But yeah, like Dockside, sure, and the fact that it wasn't reprinted a lot kind of explains that. But the other two that got hit was Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
With
Mhm.
the explanation being it's the kind of fast mana that makes for non-games where people like blow up on turns 2 to 3, sometimes turn 1,
Mhm.
and wins on turns 4 to 5. Which like even though the format is significantly faster now, most games people are still setting up by turns 3 or 4 sometimes, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if you get your commander out in turn 2, you could do a thing in turn 3 and win on turn 4. And also, if Dockside was 90, that was the cheapest amongst the big three.
Mhm.
And Mana Crypt has been legal in Commander since it became a format,
Yep.
right? So
Yeah.
it was one of the OG like fast mana rocks you could have. And yeah, like what caused the whole kerfuffle was all of these got banned at the same time.
Mhm.
And Jeweled Lotus is also like a new card, a fairly new card, came out in like Commander Legends during lockdown
One.
2020,
Yeah.
and I think got like a small reprint in what is it, Modern
Commander
Horizons 3
Masters.
or Commander Masters?
Oh,
Yeah,
Modern Horizon. Oh,
yeah,
Oh,
no,
it got
one
a
of those.
reprint?
So
I didn't even
probably
know.
Commander Masters.
Mhm.
It got
yeah.
like the mythic full art whatever. So it was the chase card for the set. Right? It was also the chase card for Commander Legends 1. And that was pushing, I think it stagnated at the cheapest $100 for 4 years. And then the alternate arts and foils were like pushing $300 or something like that.
That's a lot of money.
Big money cards.
Yep.
And I think that was also a major factor as to why it caused such an uproar, right? Because, yeah, like I said, the price doesn't dictate why cards get banned. But in this instance, 3 of the 4 happen to also be big money cards that kind of don't have a home in any other format. Like
That's
Mana
true.
Crypt is legal in
Exactly.
Vintage and it's limited to 1. So
Yeah.
Commander became its defunct new home. Dockside is made for Commander and, works
Jewel
in a
Lotus,
multiplayer
yeah.
format. And Jeweled Lotus literally was designed for Commander. Like it works in a fringe one-off like legacy deck or something weird. But the card is functionally useless outside of Commander. And it's banned in the format it was made for.
So
right?
all
That's-
that money just fizzles
Gone.
out.
Just gone in
Just
one day.
gone. Damn.
That is ridiculous.
So like
I mean-
It's a wild
who's
ban.
more mad? Like the part of the community who's playing the cards or the part of the community that have been selling the cards? Who's more mad?
It's a mix of everything. Because like for us, we're largely unaffected by this, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think out of all of us, like me and Migs only own Dockside Extortionist, right?
It's from Precon, and we got that Precon, so that's the only reason why we have one.
Yeah, so
in the
we got
first
it
place.
as the cheapest it could be, right?
Mhm.
And the other 2 cards, like we don't play fast mana like that. The most we play is fucking Soul Ring.
Yep.
'Cause that thing's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but apparently I got rid of my Jeweled Lotus already. So both Migses have told me
Yeah.
that I've gotten rid of them during the pandemic. Okay, great. I was very smart.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Dude.
and like that just shows the level that we play at, right? We play
Yeah.
super casual, we play very greedy, non-optimal.
Yep.
And the
Mhm.
fact that you saw how good of a card that was, sold it and outright forgot, right?
We play for fun.
Yeah, we play for
The-
fun. Like
To be fair, that's a good point. That is our play group. Like fun is priority, but also it was in the
Yeah.
pandemic, and I also needed money.
right, but
Yeah, that's true.
that means you consider that factor more than like, oh, this could go great in a certain deck and whatnot.
Mhm.
True enough. Yeah, yeah.
Like you saw it as the financial over the function,
Exactly.
which for the most part we look at cards for the function regardless of price, whether it's cheap or not, right? Like, oh, this is good for this deck and
Yeah,
whatnot.
exactly.
We see them as they were intended, as game pieces, right?
Right, right.
So
Not
like
that-
we're not affected by the bans all that much. It's sad to see Dockside go, but we also understand how stupid that card is, and it's kind of, it was a long time coming.
It's two.
Yeah.
It's two mana for a
2
lot
mana
of
for all
value.
that, yeah, that you can break without much effort either. You can recur him and get all that treasure again. And some of my cheeky wins were just from a lucky Dockside. Oh, 14 treasure, then burn everyone for 40 damage, easy, no brainer. But like, this also greatly affects like the bans, especially the fast mana bans, greatly affect like CEDH, competitive EDH,
Yep.
because it immediately makes commanders that are like mana cost 5 or more suddenly unviable. Like even though you could argue like it's what, a 7-8% chance you draw the one card in your 99, right? Removing 2 of the most iconic mana rocks
Never been
just
printed
drops
at all.
their viability that fast, you know. And I've talked to a few people who do play CEDH or at least higher level commander games, and they're like, well, this deck's not viable. He costs 6, he's 3 colors, fuck that, he's gone.
Oh shit!
Gotta
Okay.
rework my
That
deck.
bad.
Yeah. So, and also imagine the game stores who have like copies of this for sale.
Game stores who had
Yeah.
stock of it must have been
They
really
got
hurt.
hit. real
Oh,
bad.
damn.
Like
Yeah.
to be fair, the prices for these cards haven't tanked as much as everyone thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like Dockside is the only one that went from like 90 to $20 within 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
The rest have been going down, but they're weirdly creeping back up. Because I
Interesting.
think it's also now it's Magic history at this point, especially for Jewel Lotus, right? Another Lotus gets banned, funnily enough.
Oh.
But yeah,
Okay.
it
Okay.
hits
That's
so
good.
many things at once. Like the higher power players, the commander, the
Mhm.
competitive players. That there's a lot of discussion that happened, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Plus, you got the crying man children who made it worse by
Mm-hmm.
sending the commander rules committee death
Uh-oh.
threats for
Oh
banning
Wow.
pieces of
God.
cardboard.
Wow.
And a week after the ban announcement, right? Because they were attacking not only the rules committee, because most people don't know who they are, even though
Yeah,
the
yeah,
names
exactly.
were actually publicly known. They were attacking content creators and the CAG members, Commander Advisory Group,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who most of them are also content creators. They were attacking them and
Oh,
Totally
like our
flooding the
different
man
group
from the
with
from
rules
comments.
Command
committee.
Zone.
Yeah, Command Zone, Commander at Home, Olivia Gobert Hicks, and all that.
Oh man.
They were bullying them in the comment section for the bans, and yeah, they were messaging people who had like the Commander Rules Advisory Group had no idea that these bans
Yeah.
were happening too, which was
It's a
another piece
different
of
entity.
yeah. And like another issue for that is aside from all the bullying and attacking the advisory group,
Mm-hmm.
the advisory group had no idea that this ban was going to happen.
Yeah.
They weren't consulted at all,
Womp
which was also
womp.
another issue.
That's a bad thing to do for a game mode that was created by the community for the community.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
It's
Also,
so
That's
weird how
you
also
this all
have
came about.
mm,
yeah. Go ahead,
that's
Raffy.
also like I now understand why some people resigned from the commander advisory group. Like, what's the point? Like, what's the
Yeah,
point of
Yeah,
being here
yeah.
if we like something this big doesn't even go through us, or does we don't even have a
true. Yeah.
say in it? We just get blindsided by it. What's the point? Like, I
yeah,
get it.
especially for a band this big too,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Like you would have thought that it would have at least like hey, hey, we're doing something in Commander. Could your group advise us on it? And they didn't do that.
Nope.
Uh huh.
We're gonna put you in as an advisor, but not tell you anything.
Mhm. Mhm.
You're just gonna be there.
Now I get it.
So all of these issues came to light, and all of the drama happened. And like a week after, an announcement came from the rules committee saying that they have dissolved and have given Wizards of the Coast full control over the
Oh,
commander
Oh.
rules.
that hurts.
Oh. Oof.
Yeah, like you all are also getting the reaction that I initially had, where
Yeah.
you gave for the thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and said Big Corpo has been like, I guess the I wouldn't say abused, but it kind of feels that way,
Yeah,
given
yeah,
how much
yeah.
they're pushing all these sets that come out so fast that you can't keep up. And to be fair, I trust the people at Wizards. I don't trust Hasbro to have control over this,
Nope, not at
which is
all.
my biggest fear. And there is some good to this because, like, it's because people were conspiracy theorying all about this, where, oh, it was a plan all along from Wizards. They bought out the rules committee to take full control, like some kind of
It's good
super
for
villain
business.
nonsense.
That's ridiculous. That's stupid.
Like
Good
how
competition.
convenient for this ban to happen, as all the products with the reprints of the said cards just finished coming out. Ooh.
Oh man.
Like Mana Crypt
Well,
got a reprint in Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Jeweled Lotus came out in Commander Masters. Masters, tama, diba? Commander Masters.
Yeah.
And Dockside also got a Commander Masters reprint as well.
Yeah.
But
The
even
reprints.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the reprints really hurt a lot since like, what's the point of reprinting those? So it's just
So people thought like with the reprints coming out, it was intended so that they could sell as much as they could before it gets banned, right?
yeah.
But what happened was even Wizards did not expect the rules committee to give them control.
mm,
Now Wizards has to like hire or create a new team to dedicate themselves to the Commander format and do all these case studies and all that, right? So that's extra work for them because they were
Mhm.
kind of okay with having the rules committee do the thing and
Yeah.
Wizards focus on, pushing product.
Mhm.
So no one was happy with how everything turned out. It's that messy of a situation. Crazy.
Yeah, that
Uh
sounds nuts. It's like, what do you call it? Uh, so how's everyone now? Like, is it just at a stalemate? Was there like a resolution? Anything to it? No.
so the bans haven't changed. And I think
Okay.
that if they were, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Like we might see some of these cards unbanned, but it would be really like scummy to the players as well to just unban it immediately after getting control.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
that's not a good move regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like as far as Wizards has said that they're gonna do a ton of research and actually like monitor stats to push forward with the control that they have now. Because hey, they have control over like sanctioned events now too, right? So what are the rules going to be for that? Are proxies going to be okay? Because CEDH is very proxy heavy,
Mhm.
Right.
because the cards are just ridiculously expensive for optimization and whatnot. And they have to pull stats because even if you pull stats from like the popular sites like EDH Rec and whatnot, that's not the majority of Magic players out there, right? Because most
Yeah.
people don't upload their deck lists.
Nope.
Like, do
Mm.
you guys upload
Mhm.
your deck lists? Most of us
No.
know, right?
We're
No.
not on that. No.
Exactly. So a ton of those stats aren't publicly known. So it's hard to, you know, get accurate information for the biggest format in Magic.
I feel like this hurts like specifically the most passionate fans, which feels even shittier cuz like big casuals like us, like we can look at this and go like, "Oh, that sucks," but it doesn't hurt us. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mhm.
Like because we just play the cards. But like for those people who like dedicate themselves to Magic and shit like that, this must really suck.
Yeah, the people who like just bought the card because they want it, not because of
Oh
they
yeah.
want to play competitively.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like because that also scales depending on your play group, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like if your play group is not competitive but they run some of these powerful cards and you want to keep up, some
Mhm.
people will, go out of their way and buy
Yeah.
the new toy, and suddenly you tell them I can't play with this anymore.
Mhm.
Yep.
Like that hurts regardless. Or like literally another thing that came out is the festival in a box with Mystery Booster 2,
Oh yeah, that one in
and it
Secret
came
Lair.
with collector booster packs that specifically had reprints of Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus.
Mm, mm, mm.
And it came out on the
No.
week of the ban. People were
Wow.
getting their boxes like 2 to 3 days
Oof.
after the announcement was made.
That is
Content
terrible.
creators have pulled said banned cards out of their
Uh,
packs after
That is
joking
messy.
about pulling a banned card.
mhm.
It's that crazy.
That is terrible. Hmm.
It's
Um.
Uh,
been such a wild
Also,
ride.
uh, with the news of Wizards taking over, they also mentioned that they're going to initiate a new system on grade, not really grading, but um I guess ranking
Like
uh
category of
the
power level.
levels of the cards or the power levels of the cards. So they did introduce like a 4 level like tier system,
Yeah.
which is on paper it sounds like it still needs some work.
It needs a lot of work. Even they
Yeah,
know it needs a lot of work.
because they did cite examples during the presentation where, for example, if you have like a level 3 card, does that mean that your deck is already level 3? Because it's
Right
just
now it
one
does,
card.
right?
Yeah,
Given
right
their
now it does,
examples.
which is weird because uh like like if I'm going to like assess that type of example, is that it's just one card. If it's
Yeah.
going to be like, I guess 5 or 8 level 3 or tier 3 cards in one deck, that could be uh a viable um reason that that's going to be a tier 3 deck. so on so on and so forth. So
But if it's
it's
just one
still
card, right?
yeah, it's
It
just
doesn't
one
make
card.
sense.
So it's still, I guess, and like it's they're still like trying to brainstorm how they can come up with a good, a reliable system.
Right.
And
That sounds like they're adding challenge rating to Magic, like D
sort
and
of.
D challenge rating. That's
Yeah,
weird.
it does sound like that. And
Hmm.
it kind of makes sense from their perspective because Hasbro also owns D&D, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean
that's
Wizards,
true.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wizards of the
Wizards.
Coast.
So exactly. So the reasoning for them coming up with the 4-tier system is because the 10 power level gauge is also
It's not,
extremely vague. It doesn't work,
Oh
right?
yeah.
yeah.
Because everyone's deck is a 7,
It's too
right?
wide. Like
But
from
yeah,
one
it's
to
too
10.
broad, it's too wide, which is also it makes sense for the tier 4 rating, but they explicitly said they made it 1 to 4 to avoid people going straight down the middle, right?
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So they've categorized precon decks as a tier 1
Mm-mm.
or whichever is the lowest, and then a card with like say whatever the new mana crypt equivalent is as the highest level, tier 4, let's say.
Mm,
But yeah, like what Mig said, if you get a precon and you add like a mana crypt, it's suddenly
yeah.
a
Or
competitive high
Drannith
powered
Magistrate.
deck. Like
Mm-mm.
that doesn't make sense
Yeah, it
because
doesn't make sense at all.
yeah, it doesn't take into account card synergy and whatnot. And like I said, like you get a percentage chance of pulling literally one card out of 99.
Yeah.
So there's also that. They said that they're going to work on it. It was just a suggested thing that they're brainstorming, and more news will
Mm.
come out at the upcoming Magic Fest in Vegas. Or
It-
I don't know if it's happening now or soon, but it's happening before the year ends, which is
Man,
still too soon, to be honest.
I do hope they get enough help in sorting out those cards. That's a
They
lot of
have
cards
to,
to sort out and um like what's this? Analyze on which category they fall into.
right?
So
Well,
let's see. Let's see.
here's the good side, I guess, of Big Corpo owning the rules for Commander now
Yeah.
Mhm.
is that they can have a dedicated team, a paid team, who
Yep.
will have their
Money,
eyes on the format like 24/7. Because the
budget,
rules
and
committee was doing
manpower.
this as volunteer work essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a community driven format anymore, I guess, with Big Corpo in charge. But at least you can have a dedicated team, you know, on payroll to look
Yeah.
and gauge what's best for the format. Because even if Big Corpo can be evil, a death of a game is, you know, like the life and death of a game is reliant on its community and fan base still. So they need to keep the game healthy. And regardless of whether they had control or not, they're gonna push product regardless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not gonna
I
stop.
mean,
They're gonna make all these expensive cards.
they've been feeding us precon after precon for every set,
We're
so
getting
they're not gonna stop.
ridiculous amounts of precons every year,
Yeah.
and there's still a bunch of fast mana out there. Like Mana Vault is now spiking in price because it's the next go-to after Mana Crypt. Soul Ring
Yeah,
is still
dude.
legal. It'll
The
still be in
spice
every
must
precon.
flow.
Yep, it's not gonna stop. But it's not all hopeless. Even though people are saying Commander's dead,
Somebody said Commander's dead.
a
Commander's
lot of
Just
people
dead.
four
said
cards banned.
every day.
Oh,
Every day, somebody says Commander's dead.
this is
Oh
the fall of
man.
MTG. Wizards of the Coast is going bankrupt.
Oh man.
God,
Yeah, I know those people.
we need
Mhm.
we need to know what Ja Rule
Oh,
thinks
where's
about
Ja?
this banning.
He's
What?
disappeared.
Where's Ja?
Ja, Ja, please tell us what you think of these bannings.
Yeah. So actually, what do you boys think about the bans? Like from the outside perspective of CDH and as
I
players of the
mean,
game.
like I said, like for like regular Joes like us, like we hardly feel it, right?
Right.
Like even if something gets banned, like what's it to us? Like we're still gonna play with these cards. Like as long as the group agrees to it and things like that. But for people who are more passionate in the space, it's gotta hurt. Like it's like I mean, I love Magic, but I'm not like like Magic is my life. You know what I mean? Like unlike
Unless.
some of
Ay.
these people, unless yeah.
Like some of these people.
These people.
No, that's not what I meant.
Emile, magic
Oh,
is my
you mean-
life!
What do you mean these people?
My
fuck,
firstborn's
no.
name is going to be Kelspeth! No, Elspeth.
Elspeth.
Elspeth. No, Keenan and Kel and Elspeth.
A very incompetent Elspeth, yes.
Oh,
But yeah, I
here
think-
goes, and then fucking things.
Yeah.
Continue, please.
Dude,
sorry.
I think that's all I have to say on it. But like, not to shit on anyone who loves Magic, but
Yuck.
like,
how
You
dare
do.
you?
dude, I fucking love Magic, but like fucking. Oh
But
man,
not to the
I don't
degree
know,
of
dude.
some people.
No, no. Oh, that's not what I was trying to say. Oh, okay.
Nah, I
For
get it.
me,
Yeah, go for it.
yeah, I think like for me, I think the banning the 2 mana rocks was a mistake. Truly, they could have just like all cards. You could rule 0 them out, naman,
Yeah.
when you're playing the game. And yeah, I mean, those are just mana rocks, and like, it could be replaced, but at the same time, um, the ones that they replaced were significantly commander focused. That, like for example, yeah, like what we've already mentioned, Jewel Lotus is a commander only card. When it was released, Mana Crypt was actually a freebie that they were that were given away by Wizards during their launch in Commander. So
Yeah.
it's like they were just being like, imagine a Mana Crypt being given away like uh $0. It's just being like flung at you in front of your face.
We're going back.
That's
to
what
that.
they were banning right now. Yeah.
After the bans, we're going back to that again.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird that they banned it. But yeah, you know what? That happens, and um, it would be more disappointing if they actually unbanned them.
Mhm.
I think so. But as for the other two, it's fine. Like, those are just creature cards. The Nadu one, I'm not sure how, because what I knew about the Nadu ban was that he was really a menace in Modern, right?
Yeah.
Because of how his play pattern would cause problems. And I guess they did ban it in Commander because, well, Commander is a format of such things where play patterns will really give players a really bad time if optimized it. So for stuff, yeah, I think that's an okay ban, but it's not really something that got into my radar when it was announced or when Nadu was like revealed or spoiled. So it's okay. Like there's dude, there's a ton of legendary creatures right now in Commander, thanks to how much precons we've been getting for the past 2 or 3 years. Like banning one commander is nothing right now because of how much we're getting in return. So I don't know. But yeah, okay with most of the bans. Kind of not okay with the banning of those mana rocks. That's it.
Yeah, there was a thing where amidst the commander rules committee, people were bashing on Olivia's YouTube channels and content because she's probably the most public figure out of all of the rules committee, like her and Jim LePage from Spike Feeders.
Uh-huh.
So she got like the worst end of it probably. but also it was revealed that she was actually against the bans of Jeweled Lotus and Mana Crypt.
Mm.
So she was on the side of most of the people in the community, and yet she got all of this hate thrown on her as
That
well.
sucks.
That super sucks.
Just people.
And there is a discussion where if these cards were to be banned, they do them not at the same time, right?
Mm-mm.
Because
Exactly.
supposedly there were tools being developed to go about the bans of such cards.
Mm-mm.
But with the RC dissolved now, I don't know. It's weird. It's it's been insane.
Mm-mm.
No.
Like my concern is like on the money part, like that's just a lot of people's investment that just poofed overnight, if I'm not mistaken. Like I've been racking my brain trying to think of how could they have done this with a little bit more warning. But then again, like the warning itself would cause the the thing to
Would cause the panic. Yeah.
would cause the panic, diba?
Right.
How could it have been done more conscientiously is what I'm thinking, because it's also unfair that they just have that power to like poof it out of the ground when people's kind of livelihoods kind of depend on it. So I don't know if I have a solution yet. It's more of just that's my concern. Like that can be how Wizards deals with like the secondary market. I don't even know if they are losing money when they do that. Are they? Do they feel the economic effects, or is that just purely for the secondary markets like loss?
Mm.
I think it's
It's more
mostly
like for the secondary market because
yeah. It's
Wizards doesn't canonically acknowledge the secondary market. Like it's
Mm,
obvious they know it exists and they manipulate it, but
yeah.
they don't have a direct say. You know,
Mm,
they'll just push their product, in a way that favors them,
mm,
but they don't get immediate direct income from the secondary market
yeah.
when it
Dude,
comes to these.
dude, in my head, the only real solution is to take Commander back for the people. That's the only real solution.
We gotta start a
stop.
Reddit.
Yeah, dude.
no, no,
We
no.
gotta take Commander back for the people. We gotta stop listening to Big Magic
But
and make our own cards.
okay.
Wow. Proxies
Thus
unite.
begun the proxy war
Yeah,
Mm.
has.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the way to have gone about this correctly is it's been done before where
Yeah.
they'll announce cards that that they're keeping an eye on
Mm-hmm.
for potential bans.
Okay.
It's
There you go.
weird how that didn't happen because like Dockside has been on discussion for years,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people weren't affected by that as much because yeah, like most people saw it coming.
Mm-hmm.
It was all a matter of when, right? But Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus,
Mm-hmm.
that really was like from out of nowhere. And it wasn't causing as much of a stir for most people as say like Hall Breacher was. Remember that guy?
Oh shit! Yeah.
He was being a menace, like he prevents you from drawing cards and makes treasure instead.
Mm-hmm.
So that was an obvious ban, and like Dockside's absurd power level. Like everyone had an inkling that he was gonna get banned eventually. And Nadu like wasn't he caused like problems in modern for sure, because that's a competitive format. But for Commander, like I think after the Nadu hype came out, it kind of died down because people got bored with the playstyle. Which is ironic because Nadu was designed for Commander as well, and he's also banned in his own format.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, like people were expecting Nadu to get hit in Commander as well, so that wasn't a surprise to anyone. So it should have been that, like, for a community-driven format, the community, or at the very least, the advisory group, needed to be
Mm-hmm.
part of the conversation,
Exactly.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The reasoning why they didn't involve the CAG for this was apparently because they didn't want the information to leak out
They
and
didn't
people
want
to start.
insider trading.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And I believe that's a rule in the rules committee where if they're going to ban a card, they're not allowed to sell said cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
But
insider trading.
still,
Exactly.
like the advisory group should have been part of this conversation. 'Cause that's their
That's
purpose.
their purpose. I can't reiterate even more that that's their purpose.
It's
In
so
this super
weird how this all
nullifies
came
everything.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust was broken. That's why Josh Lee Kwai from the command zone is so mad about this.
Oh, that sucks.
Just like Cyclops said, trust is broken when words don't meet action. He
I
said that.
thought you were gonna say like,
I.
behold,
Come to me.
Gene splice.
dreams don't die.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's been the big magic news. Big
Yeah,
Magic now owns the commander.
let's
Ayun.
keep an eye on that.
I mean, there's still
Wow.
hope, and the game isn't gonna go anywhere for
Yeah,
sure.
we
We're
still
still
have our
gonna play
decks.
it regardless.
Mhm.
We're too invested in this stupid game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's been a crazy 2-ish weeks for the format in general. The biggest moneymaker that Hasbro has right now. Man, insane.
Yeah, I hope
Mm.
they figure it out because like fucking I love Magic.
They have to figure it out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Actually, I would like, part of me hopes that Jeweled Lotus tanks enough that I can get a copy because I like it for the art. I want to have a
True
piece of
enough.
it. Like, look at this son of a bitch. It's banned.
I mean, I guess, you alluding to it like being magic history now kind of gives me hope. Like, I'm really worried about the people who had a jeweled lotus and it gets banned because like that specifically says commander, right? Like spend this mana only
Mhm.
for commander. Like what's it gonna do like without the commander format, without a commander in play? So it's really useless outside its own
It
format. Because
literally does nothing in
diba?
any other
Unless
format.
you want a sacrifice. Actually,
It's
it
a
still
zero
has
cost.
zero
That's it.
cost that you can
Yeah.
sacrifice on the spot.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that
yeah.
might be it. Or something
There
something floating mana,
there
something
is a
something.
combo in Vintage, I believe, with a card called Doubling Cube,
Mm.
where because the mana it can produce, if it could,
Mm-hmm.
does nothing, right? Like you
Yeah.
can't use it for anything else outside of Commander.
Yep.
So what Doubling Cube is it checks the mana it produces
Mm-hmm.
and makes its own based on the amount it
It
produces.
comes from the queue bumblebee. I
Yeah, the cube
see.
makes the mana after looking at, oh, you got three? I'm gonna do my own and make my own three. I'm gonna do my own thing.
I see your
But
three. I raise your three.
yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Oh,
But
that's
other
cool.
cards that copy the mana that Jeweled Lotus produces is
Mm.
still unusable.
Mm.
So that's the only like fringe nonsense deck it can live in
Mm.
outside of Commander. For anything else, it's functionally
It's
useless.
nothing, and all that money is gone. Except for
It's just gone.
if it weren't this big kerfuffle, like even it wouldn't have been Magic History. No one would want it for, like just posterity's sake, I guess.
Yeah,
But
and
I feel like it's gotten so big na pwedeng ganun, like it can be just a keepsake. Oh, look at this stupid shit.
yeah, and the I think the really big factor as to why people were going nuts is
Mm.
the prices of these cards were also insane.
Mm.
Because if it was just one of the three, that
That's
might have
also
been
true.
okay,
That's also true.
right?
Mm.
If it was just Dockside now and maybe Mana Crypt like a year or two later, that'd be okay. But the fact that three of the four were pushing $90 each,
Yep.
that's what makes it so insane.
Yeah.
We gotta make that Reddit.
Taking
Yep.
Commander back.
We gotta take Commander
We
back.
gotta take
Back
we
for the
got-
Making the
people.
post
Back
now.
for the proletariat. Let's go.
we gotta take command. Take command of your city. We gotta flood
Wizards.
Gotham. Yeah.
Get me Chopper back.
Oh man. All right.
All
Anything
right,
else
let's
happening in
see.
your
Good.
week? Yeah.
No, I just wanted to talk about this because
Mhm.
Yeah, dude.
that's been my
Yeah.
news feed for
Oh
like
yeah,
Yep.
2
yeah,
weeks.
It's been a long 2 weeks
It's been way
on
too
that.
long
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and also too fast. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
Dude, I
Yeah.
can take it. Mine's pretty fast.
Go for
Like
it.
my
Alright.
week has not been too substantial, but I
Cool.
do want to talk about my newest like hole that I fell in. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still playing the gacha games. I'm still playing like all sorts of Hoyo verse nonsense, but the thing that's been really like taking up my time, and like it's been my comfort turn off my brain kind of game, is this game called Balatro. I believe Cheesy has been shilling this for a while, and I finally fell into the hole. Have any of you boys heard of Balatro?
It's coming for me eventually.
Really?
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
What do you
sure.
mean?
no one can escape it.
Yep. If it's a card game, it's coming. It's also a stream
Okay,
thing.
dude,
I'm
Dude, just wait till they ban jokers
I'm
That's
and racism.
actually
about to fall in.
it's dangerous to stream it because you'll end up streaming for a day or two without you
dude,
knowing
you
it.
are going to stream for 10 hours straight, and you won't even feel it.
I'm
It's
wondering
Yeah,
like,
that happened to some streamers. Not gonna lie, I'm not
for
joking.
real.
Like Bricky did that.
oh,
Really?
Like
Bricky,
like
Warhammer
famous
man
Warhammer
himself.
lore man Bricky. Uh, one day stream Balatro just to test it out. Like, oh, let's see how this game goes, and then it's like 6 8 hours or
Oh my
something.
god.
What the?
Dude,
So
All
dude.
right. Yep.
take it with caution.
It's so nuts. So for
Okay.
anyone out there who doesn't know what Balatro is a roguelike poker game. Like literally a poker deck, which I think is kind of
Mm,
genius because to some extent, like a lot of people are familiar with poker, right?
right.
And what do you
The
call it?
whole variant.
Yeah. So it's like normal poker in a sense that what do you call it? Um, so if you're already familiar with poker, that's already kind of you're into Balatro because all the knowledge you need are the hands of poker. So single pair, two pair, three of a kind, four of a kind, full house, flush, straight, that kind of nonsense. Like that's all you need to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's kind of genius that you take something like that that most people are aware of, and then you add roguelike elements to it, which makes it kind of crazy. So how a game of Balatro is played is um like a normal game of poker, except like you get like I don't remember, like 8 cards in your hand, and then you have to make hands out of them. So you can play pairs, you can play flushes, you can play straights, all sorts, and those score you points. And for each stage, you have to beat a blind or a boss,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to score a number of points in order to beat it to get to the next stage, right? So it sounds like your normal ass poker game against like a bank or something, right? So with progressively increasing scores you have to beat. But what's interesting are the roguelike elements. So you have these things called jokers that modify everything in your deck, right? Because whenever you play something, it comes with corresponding points and corresponding multipliers, and those things are modified. So, like, for every spade you play, score is multiplied times three. Or for every flush you play, like your hand scores 50 more chips. Shit like that. It sounds so simple, but
Mm-hmm.
then, like, it's so fun. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I've been just stuck playing it for the past. I've been playing. It's kind of nuts.
17 days.
So
Yeah.
just to share you one sample run from one of
Okay.
my games, like aside from jokers, you also get to like every every round or every turn of blinds and the boss
Mm.
gives you a chance to go to the store,
Yes, there is a
and
shop.
because every game
Mm,
or every blind gives you gold from what you've gotten from each of those. So the gold is for the store so that you can buy booster packs. You
Yep.
see what I'm getting into?
Yep.
There's boosties
oh.
in this game.
Boosty.
That
Oh, we got
that
little boosties.
alone is so ableist. Like it will
Mm-hmm.
trigger every card player's just you know um
General
bad habit.
compulsion.
Yeah, general compulsion of just trying to buy a booster pack. And
Mm-hmm.
other
Mm.
than that, you can also buy singles. Like like there's always like a set of two or three Joker cards or other upgrade cards that is available for you to purchase. It
Mm-hmm.
has an an aftermarket, yeah. Um and yeah,
Uh-oh.
Aside from those Joker cards that Emile has mentioned, there's also like um there's also tarot cards or
Yes,
planet
there's also
cards.
tarot cards.
Yeah. So so planet cards are cards that upgrade how much you earn when you score a hand. So
Yeah.
for example, you get a Jupiter planet card that will
That
what does
upgrades
Jupiter do?
flushes. That
Yeah,
upgrades
that
flushes.
that upgrades flushes, and then
Hmm.
there's also Earth that upgrades like
Full
pairs. Or
house.
Mhm.
Full
full
house.
house.
Full house.
Okay, what's
Dude,
the one
dude,
that upgrades
dude, I
pairs?
know all the planets. It's fucking crazy now. Fucking
Jeez. Okay,
Neptune
so
upgrades royal flushes.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
I know.
And then atop from that, there's tarot cards which upgrade your single cards in your deck,
the
or
cards themselves.
you can even buy like additional cards. Like there are some instances in my run where I have like 8 jacks
Yep.
because I'm
Dude,
that crazy.
dude, it's so nuts. It's like, oh, this Queen of Hearts, I'm gonna upgrade it into a gold card. So whenever I
Yeah,
use it, like in a thing, I get gold. Shit like that.
yeah,
And
Mm.
like, the thing that Migs is talking about with the store is that like you start with a 52 card deck, standard, right?
Mhm, mhm.
But you can add shit to it.
yep,
Like Mig said, you can have eight eights or something. Like,
yeah, with different
and
effects.
yeah,
So
yeah. With different effects added to it. So you can, oh, dude, I'm building this deck. It's a flush build.
yeah, yeah, you can do
Like,
that.
Poker
yeah.
Like it
archetypes.
it
Yes,
gives
poker
Yep.
you
archetype.
freedom on how to approach each run so that
Hmm.
not every run is the same. But at the
Yeah,
same time, you can also min max how your deck works to sort of optimize how much chips you gain, how much like how many like hands you get consistently. So it's a lot of like all of that shit with roguelike
yeah,
elements.
Mhm, mhm.
So that's why the game is addicting. Like it's like I'm not gonna lie, I've been down that hole for a long time, and I'm just surprised that Emile went in
dude. I
now,
went in.
just
I went
now,
in.
because
Which is
surprisingly, yeah, go ahead.
which is weird because I bought the Steam version, which I should have bought the mobile version, which
Yeah,
is out
yeah.
right now
I was about
apparently.
to say
Oh, what?
they released the mobile version, which is more dangerous because
Oh
now you can
no.
play it on the bathroom.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude. Imagine playing Balatro on the toilet.
Yep.
It's kind
Dude,
of
you will be like a
dangerous.
soggy shrimp once you get out of that bathroom.
Dude.
Yep.
Quick.
And I haven't even talked
I
about
know.
like the decks that you can start a run with,
Mhm.
because when you start, like, you start with your basic ass deck, right?
Yeah,
And
Mhm.
the red one.
then yeah, you start with the red deck, which gives you +1 discard every round, right? And all of these are
Mm.
pretty normal. Like there's the blue deck. You can play one additional hand every round. Or the yellow deck, you
Ooh.
start with an extra $10. That kind of normal shit. But once you start defeating difficulties, you start unlocking these not so decks.
Mhm.
Like I have something called an abandoned deck. Start a run with no face cards in your deck, only numbers.
Okay.
Or I have something called the checkered deck. Start a run with 26 spades and 26 hearts in the deck. No clovers and no diamonds.
Oh, what the heck? You've
Yeah.
already unlocked that?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
dude. Like there's a fucking deck where, what do you call it? What do you call it? Uh you start with a telescope, which gives you more planet cards for your most played card type. I mean
Hands,
hand
yeah.
type. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of these modifiers to modify a game that a lot of people are already familiar with. So like that's the part I really like about Balatro. They took a concept that is almost universally known and turned it into a roguelike. And I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's
Um
so good.
So
It's
it
One
does
other
so.
thing that I want to add it's they could do that. Someone could be smart enough to actually do that and make it a Balatro for Pseudos. Pero
Mhm.
nah, this game is really special.
mm-hmm.
Um
Mm.
Also, yeah, just to add more on what Emile has to say about the Jokers. So
Yep.
the Jokers, you get it without knowing what they do. And then the more, because there's also the collecting aspect of the game where you discover a new Joker. So it's something that would, like
A
it gives
new
you wonder.
Joker? Whoa.
Yeah, oh, this is a new Joker I haven't used before. Maybe this would go to my deck really good. Or there are some Jokers where it would have a negative effect, but at the later time would give you some sort of advantage. There's one Joker. I'm not sure if Emile already uh, saw it. It's called the glitch.
Oh yeah.
So basically, what the glitch Joker looks like is it whenever you hover over that card,
Mm.
it glitches. So the effect randomizes. So it could give you multi 15 or multi times 20 or something like that, and it
Or
it
zero.
always changes whenever you play it, or
Mhm.
whenever you play a hand. So that's one of the good things about this Joker card. One other thing, and I'm not sure if they already fixed this in the game,
Mm-hmm.
is that it actually lets you know the top deck that you're getting, the
What?
next top deck. Yeah, what
Mm.
you're gonna do is if you look closely on the glitch Joker, it will show you the number and the
In the suit?
symbol, yeah, and the
Oh
suit.
fuck.
And here's the thing: if you don't have it in your Joker like loadout, you can just go to collections and check out the Joker card from there.
Oh fuck. Okay, that's crazy. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
that's a crazy glitch. I'm not. I hope that they kind of fix it, but at the same time, that's kind of cool as
Mhm.
a way to just leave it there because one, it's on theme. It's a glitch Joker, so but at the same time, it's kind of cheap because
Dude,
it does manipulate how you would deal your next like draw.
and there's even like an extra modifier to all of these cards because there's all the card effects, there's all the seals, there's all like the effects, the special cards, things like that.
Mhm.
But all of them also have additions. So you can have a
Mm,
standard card. But what if I find a foil version of this card
Oh
and it
shit!
gives extra multipliers? Holy
dude,
shit. So there's foil, there's polychrome, there's all
there's
sorts of like
glass.
cooler, yeah, glass
What the
Yeah,
cards.
fuck? The rarities give more ability.
Yeah,
yeah,
dude,
dude.
it's super crazy.
It's
It's super
it's a
crazy.
fun like it's really fun seeing all these types of like additions and
Mm.
little things, little trinkets.
Dude,
That's also
dude,
the charm of it.
dude, imagine you show up to a casino with your own deck. It's like I have foil aces, everyone. What
I
do you
think
think
you'll
of
get
that?
kicked out. I think you'll get kicked out
I'm pretty
right
sure.
away.
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh man. But yeah, that's Balatro. Like if any of you guys are interested in it, like it's a really good like just turn your brain off kind of game. It's like you kind of just zone into it. Like if you're a fan of poker and a fan of roguelikes, go for Balatro. It's very, very good.
It's gonna
And
come for me eventually, I bet. Like
dude, I
the
bet. I bet.
the it's like the Junji Ito thing of the hole, but the hole is going to
Oh
me.
yeah.
Like reverse. I am the hole and Balatro
It's
is the
his.
human. And one day I will consume it and we will be one.
Yes. Yes.
Man,
Balatro good.
God's lessons are beautiful.
Yep.
Man. But
Counterpoint.
yeah.
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 Uh, don't play it.
Yeah.
Kinda get. Be careful about it if you play it
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh,
yeah, yeah.
uh-huh,
Be
uh-huh.
careful.
That's what I'm saying.
You wanna lose
It could.
6 days?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. That's pretty much it.
Hey, do you have
And
six
and
Yeah,
days on
because
your calendar that you're like, I got nothing to do during this time? But download Balatro.
I
Fast
think
this count as
forward.
time travel.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
If you check actually if you check the mobile trailer of
Yeah.
Balatro, it's one of the funniest
If you check the
things
mobile
really.
that you'll
trailer
ever
of
watch.
Balatro,
Like they are aware that they are a time sink. And
I love that.
they sort of like put it to the 12, like put it on a full 12 in that trailer. It's funny.
Oh man, dude, like I think the smartest decision I made was buying it on Steam
Yeah.
because like
You
at
won't.
least I have to be at my PC to play it, right? Imagine if I had it on my phone, I'd just be playing it all day.
Oh god.
It's
I
so
did
crazy.
I did manage to play Balatro while waiting for a queue in Street Fighter 6 ranked, and it worked, so it's good.
Wow.
Dude, yeah.
Maybe?
It works that? Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, dude, it's so low impact. Earlier, while we were preparing for the podcast, I was playing Balatro, and none of you guys even knew.
Jokes
You're
on you. I'm
not
already
knowing.
playing on
You're
my
playing Balatro
phone.
right now.
Jokes on you. I
Maybe.
played Balatro in the future, and now retroactively, I am just now playing Balatro also. Like all time has
You
become
did it.
one.
You
Yeah.
did a
Oh
tenant
God.
on Balatro.
Yes.
Jokes on you. I am Balatro.
It's
Oh,
me. Check my
It's
ID,
me.
John
it's
Balatro.
me, Raffy Balatro graffiti.
Oh no.
But we say that, and also there's a fucking. I saw one. I saw a fucking Joker that's just your driver's license. I saw it on screen right now.
That's true.
What the
That's
fuck?
true.
What the
It's super
fuck?
true. It's just the driver's
Yep.
license. That one. Oh
Yeah.
man, Balatro good. As for anything else that's happened in my week, the thing that I was super excited about has finally come out. It is called DANDADAN. Have any of you gotten on that DANDADAN?
Yep.
Oh man,
I
I
did.
did, and it was a mistake.
There was a
Oh.
Yep.
mistake.
It's a bit in.
Ah,
Could have
yes, yes,
waited
yes,
for a few
yes.
more weeks.
Yeah,
Gotta let it stack.
But
dude,
that
it
was
is
one
very,
really
very.
good episode one.
Dude, I've been very excited about Dandadan for quite some time because I've been reading the manga for like I'm super caught up on the manga, and it's
Mm.
I've been very excited about it for quite some time. And when I heard that Science Saru was animating the anime, like I got
Mm.
extremely excited. For those of you that don't know, Science Saru are the ones that did Devilman Crybaby with that crazy
Oh,
animation. Yep.
Yeah, they even got
And
the Devilman run on the opening.
yeah,
I was
dude.
oh
happy. I
yeah,
was
yeah, they
really happy.
did.
Yeah, they put that there. And just to add to the hype, like it was announced that Creepy Nuts would be doing the opening to it. And given that they went super hard with their Mashal season 2 opening, everyone got
Yeah.
hyped that this would be a banger too. And it is. Like the opening is one of the best openings this whole year. Like anime opening of the year, right? From an art perspective, from a beats perspective, it's super duper great. But to get into what Dandadan is, Dandadan, how do you even explain Dandadan? It's so weird. Like I think the
Weird
easiest
show.
way to explain it is it is about a boy and a girl. The boy believes in aliens, the girl believes in ghosts, and both of them don't believe each other. And that's it. And they continue to discover that the other one is right. They're both right, and now they have to deal with it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's super
It's
hard to
fun.
explain. It's super hard to explain, but I do think that anyone out there who might be thinking about getting into it deserves a warning about the first episode, because there are some scenes in the first episode that can be uncomfortable with some people, especially because what do you call it? It the show deals with cryptids, ghosts, and general urban legends in Japan, right? So it's kind of like monster of the week, kind of like, hey, this week we're gonna tackle this urban legend. This week we're gonna tackle this ghost. This week we're gonna tackle this cryptid or this nonsense, right? But the reason why I wanted to say a warning was because the first episode deals with alien abductions, right? And
Oh yeah.
alien abductions are
Probing.
known for probing.
I
And
see.
for some people, there might be a very uncomfortable scene in the first episode where the female lead character is abducted by aliens and they attempt to probe her. So that is, I would say, um, for some people, it would probably be difficult to watch,
Mm.
but I would say that um, I hope that that doesn't discourage you from watching the rest of the anime or reading the manga, because Dandadan is one of the most wholesome mangas I've ever read when it comes to the slice of life and romance part of it, because especially uh, because of the theme of Dandadan itself, which I think is trauma, dealing with trauma. So Dandadan doesn't shy away from showing extreme trauma of its characters, and how they deal with them, how they move past them, how they make them the person they are today. And I think that's what's so great about the manga. Like, it really dives into some heavy shit and how these characters have grown up and dealt with them. And I really hope like some of the uncomfortable scenes at the start don't dissuade you from consuming this wonderful anime. Not just because it looks sick or like the animation is cool, but I think the story itself is super nice. But yeah, I fucking love Dandadan.
Sick.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the end of the week for the new episode. But
Yeah.
I'm also, I don't know, I'm also thinking about reading it because I do, uh, um, I may have been spoiled through social media with all
Oh,
of those
dude.
glorious spreads
Everyone,
from the
everyone is
manga.
posting the spreads. The spreads are
Yeah.
amazing, man. Like
Yeah, it is
I haven't
amazing.
seen detailed and dynamic spreads like this in a while. Like
Yeah.
the some of the spreads are so like rich in detail and like action
It's
that
also
I
the
can
poses and
only
the silhouettes. Like
yeah, dude. The
Raffy,
poses in the silhouettes are so
if you've
good.
checked the spreads without any context, you could
Mm-hmm.
check that out. It's really good. Like character design, how they're depicted, how they're posed.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice.
And I think for the manga, one of the things that isn't talked about enough is how the manga depicts movement. Like during fight scenes in the manga, if you read it, like the way movement is depicted is really really cool and amazing. I can't illustrate it for you guys without showing you, but
Hmm.
just imagine how your eye is being led throughout the scene, but as your eye moves, he keeps drawing the same thing but in a new pose. So
Mm-hmm.
you really feel that there's like movement and action. It's kind of cool. It's like it's really really super cool.
Sick.
Dope.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I guess this is the new generation of like mangakas because this guy who wrote Dandadan was actually the assistant of Fujimoto, the creator of Chainsaw Man. So like all of the assistants of that insane Chainsaw Man guy are now doing their own shit, and I think it's great. I think this new generation of mangakas are onto something. They're really testing the limits, testing the creativity, and their skills when it comes to the manga itself are amazing. Like I think I haven't seen such great dynamic paneling and like mangakery in a while.
Mangaka.
Mangakari.
Mangakery,
Bawal
yeah.
sa Capcom.
Yeah.
Um,
It's true.
interesting. Okay.
It's
I
really
will
really
check it out.
mhm.
Yeah, I will check it out. I
Just
was
Yeah.
fully preparing to like for in preparation of this week. I was fully like, I know y'all were gonna be talking about that, and it's gonna be this big thing, and I'm gonna be the one that's like, I don't know what to. And I was fully preparing to be like, I've watched all of it, you saps. Like, life happened, but then I
Not
didn't
even
get to
out
do
yet.
it.
dude, there's only one episode out, so
No, I
don't
found a
worry, you're not
way.
behind.
You saps.
Actually, there is a way. Like
Yeah.
hilariously enough, like months
Really?
before the entire season got leaked. Apparently,
Yeah.
Ha! And guess again who leaked it? Look
oh
again, you
no,
saps!
oh man. There's reports of a bald guy walking around Science Saru Studios
Oh
grabbing
no.
VHS tapes.
I've watched it all, you saps!
I like how it's still on VHS tapes in this scenario.
Yeah, dude.
Japan, baby.
Yeah, dude. Japan.
uh, what is the time frame for
Uh,
this? Is it modern times?
I would say
Have
modern times.
smartphones.
Yes.
Modern
yeah.
times. Okay, okay.
Specifically
There's
because
phones. There's touch
um
screen phones, right?
during one
Yeah.
of the opening scenes, like the male character, he's a big fan of the occult, and he has one of those like magazines about the
Mm-hmm.
occult,
Mm-hmm.
and he specifically mentions that America has reinstated the Space Force, which is something that happened
Yeah.
Whoa!
in real life very very recently.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
Oh man.
Wait, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
no, it's real. And
Oh.
what do you call it? He also mentions the incident where the U.S. military acknowledges the existence of UAPs or unidentified aerial phenomenon, which is a real thing if you look it up.
That just
And
happened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and there is also a very, very conspicuous picture in the magazine he's holding up that kind of looks like Trump, but not really. It's
It's
legally
Trump.
distinct. Yeah.
It's totally that man.
Legally
Mhm.
distinct Trump. I
The
see.
Dan
Yeah.
himself.
So
Yep.
Steve
The
Carell
Dan,
is
the
back.
Dan himself.
Steve Carell is back. Malkovich is
Yep.
back. Okay, the
They're
whole
back.
crew.
They're back.
Okay, Boots on the Moon 2020, 2027. What
Yep.
was it?
They're back.
Okay, okay, that's good. Excited.
Yeah.
New season.
It's
Who would have thought?
it's
Space
it's
Force 3.
it's absolutely set in modern times, and I
Okay.
think one of the most enjoyable parts of it is if you're a horror fan or like a cryptid fan or like if you're just a fan of the subculture in general. Like whenever you get to the new monster of the week, you're like, yo, I know that thing. Like
Oh.
minor. Are you guys cool with minor spoilers?
Oh shit! Minor 49er is this in this one? Is he played by
What?
Old Man Jenkins?
No. What do you call it?
He's a cryptid, right?
Um,
Oh.
is he? Do you guys know the man that appears in everyone's dreams?
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Mm, mm, mm.
that guy who just
Fuck.
kind of looks
Cool.
like
It's a weird
I don't know how
guy.
to describe it. But like
Just a guy.
he's just a guy with the really thick eyebrows.
Yep. The
Um
ears.
yeah, and the ears.
Oh
and
god,
like
don't post it here, man.
balding.
Shit.
I
I'm
won't.
posting it
I
in
don't
the
want to
chat.
see it now.
Why not?
I'm posting it in the chat.
I'm awake right
Like
now. I'm awake. Don't be doing this.
that guy.
Staring at me. The
Jesus.
If you've
leader.
ever
I'm not gonna-
seen, if
I'm not gonna look at it.
ever seen the creepy pasta of like the guy who appears in your dreams,
Jeez.
like
I'm gonna
there
see
is
him
an arc.
now.
I want to sleep.
I'm definitely gonna
sleep,
see
man.
him now.
Well,
There is an arc in DANDADAN where he shows up, and it's like, oh fuck, what? Yeah.
There's an article
Raffy,
that
go-
says there's an article of a picture that says
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is in everyone's dreams.
well, no. That one's a movie.
Oh.
Yeah, they did a movie
Oh,
about that.
they did a movie about this guy starring Nick Cage.
No.
It's
Like
A24.
it's a Nick
Wow.
Cage movie.
Yeah.
I'm not
What
sure
the
if it's
fuck?
about
Oh
that
my
guy
God.
or maybe
But
it's a different
it's
story
A24
altogether.
though.
Yeah, it's A24. It's
That's
good.
sick.
It's fun.
Okay.
Oh,
Well.
and for all of those super robot fans out there, there's an entire arc dedicated to that. So, yeah,
Nice.
it's really cool. This
I'm
This-
really disturbed
this
at
manga
our
goes
stream right
places.
now.
It's just the man's face.
It's just a man.
Yeah,
the
ever
guy.
dreamed this man?
I'm not
No,
gonna
Are
lie.
you this
but I will
guy?
now.
Is he a tyrant?
Is this a
Oh my
cop?
God.
Is this a cop?
No.
Could be anything.
Damn.
Anything you want.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my week,
This
boys.
guy.
DANDADAN and Balatro.
Sick. I guess I could go
Sure.
next, or Raffy, do you want to do next?
Go for it.
All right, because the rain has calmed down. Hello, everyone. I'm back, crystal clear.
Happy to have
Welcome
you.
back.
Yeah, and of
Happy
course,
to
and
have
also with this, happy to be. I've actually missed saying this at the start of the podcast. So everyone who's actually watching the stream,
Mhm.
we are I don't know, cartoonified. We are
Right.
now living in PNG land right now. So
We're PNG
Yeah.
tubers, baby. Let's go.
Whoa,
PNG
everything
tubing.
is so flat.
yep. So anyway, I've finished Space Marine 2. And then,
Okay.
Cool.
I finished the campaign. I just want to touch it a bit.
Hey.
But yeah, I finished the Space Marine 2 campaign on Angel of Death. and I got
Jesus.
nothing. I got nothing
No
out of it.
Played
Don't
on hard
worry, man.
mode.
We were there for it.
There's no achievement for Angel of Death. Nothing.
No, nothing. No,
What was
nothing. We got
No
the
nothing.
bugs you
nothing.
killed along the way?
The only
Mhm.
thing that we got was Vince McMahon impressions and the mellow Hulk Hogan. No, not even Hulk Hogan. It's Terry Bollea impressions. Uh, it was the whole stream.
Mhm.
So Raffy and I kind of co-streamed the thing when I
Mhm.
was trying to finish the game with our good friend Pray for You and also Emile during the last parts of the campaign. So it was sick. It was it was a it was a good campaign. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, it's fun because yeah, we did get to fool around a bit with the brain rot, with the McMahon brain rot that was discussed last episode. And I'm not sure why, but they keep telling me, chat. I mean, shit. They keep telling me
Mhm.
that I'm on point with some of the McMahon impressions
Mhm.
and the Terry Bollea impressions. So
It's
yeah,
true.
I'm just gonna keep doing that. I'm just gonna keep doing that, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Like sated Hulk Hogan is like the nicest, chillest kind of hippie dude that you'll ever see. But he's huge. And he just talks like that, like how Mix is doing right now. Like the
yeah.
chillest like, yeah, dude. So I
To
want
be
oh,
fair, I'm just lowering my voice and just being just talk like a chill dude.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So but
Right
yeah,
on.
I
Right
guess it
on.
works for you guys.
Right on, man.
Yeah, right on, dude. But yeah, if you guys want to check that out, you could check the VODs from our streams for sure. We've published it and made it a highlight so that you guys can check it out even if it's like a week or a month old. Other than that, one game that I do wanna um talk about for a bit, just a little bit, just a teeny little bit, because I've
Go
only
for it.
played the demo,
Mm-hmm.
and it is the demo for the fuck. Wait, I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the
Uh-oh.
game for some
Oh
reason.
no.
No,
Balatro.
it is it is a card game. It is the trading card game simulator. So
Oh.
so I did get that's not no the actual name is the TCG Card Shop Simulator. My boys,
Well, yep.
do you wish to dream of owning your own local friendly game store? This game is for you.
Mm.
So far it's on early access. So I watched the trailer like a few weeks ago because I just saw this in one of the VTubers I followed. Like they streamed this. So I was curious, what is this? And yeah, I did check it out on the Steam page, and also I think Migoy also sent me a link, like an image of an early access photo of this game, and I was okay, that's kind of cool. But is it out? Is is there a demo available? And then we did check it out on Steam. There is a demo available right now if you don't want to buy it yet. So that's what I played, and it's pretty much what you'd expect. It's a TCG card shop simulator. They have this pseudo fake card game that you're selling. It's pretty neat because not only are you going to sell these cards, the whole process of doing it, it could be some of the most um I don't know, like realistic, not really realistic, but the process of owning the shop and ordering supply and then ordering furniture to buy shelves, and then getting a license fee to sell those cards. So stuff like that is present in the game.
Mm.
And then you also get to um yeah, like it's sort of like the groceries shop, or the grocery store simulator, or
Supermarket sim.
the supermarket sim. Yeah, so it's
Mm.
pretty much hands on what you do. So as the owner, you're in charge of displaying the cards on the shelves. You're also in charge at first. You're also in charge of manning the cashier. So they also give you that experience of being the cashier guy and just handing change to people who's buying your packs or your cards.
Mm.
And then if nobody's looking, you could actually sneak in the boosty, open it, you know,
Oh.
open it without anyone seeing, and then check out the contents of the cards, of the pack.
Yeah, because you can
And
set like you can put cards in binders, right, and store
yeah,
displays.
you can have a binder, and then if you manage to pull a really good one, you can sell it
Mm.
secondhand market. And
You
that's
see this? I buy my own hotel.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. So
Dude,
there's a
dude,
lot of
dude,
also. Mhm.
dude. BRG podcast in chat says, "Is there an in-game event where they ban a bunch of cards you just put into stock?"
That is,
There better be.
I'm not sure if they better be. Like there could be some sort of event, like the supplier will ban some cards, and then
Ban
there's the
list.
value. But there's also one funny thing that I've been seeing, or I've been observing people who stream this, and also in my experience is that you can manipulate the pricing of the products in real time, and then people will just get it from the rack without you know like thinking about it. So you could probably sell for like $4 a booster pack, and then you could change the price after
Once they
one
get to the
sale.
cashier,
Yeah,
fuck.
once we get to the cashier.
Oh, it's that easy.
Yep, it's that easy. It's really funny. And there's all because of that. There are some moments where some of the streamers are actually not careful, and then when they're just about, because when you place your product on the shelf or on the rack, you have to
Mm.
also the you have to also set the price. So if you don't set the price immediately, some
Uh-oh.
people will just nab one on the shelf, and they will just uh pay like the minimum, like the bare minimum. So you won't be able to like edit and modify it for profit. So it's pretty funny. Like there are some instances where I watched people stream this, and then they got by customers.
Oh no.
Um, Speaking of customers, the funniest thing about it are the customers, because one of them looks like Walter White for some reason.
Really?
There's just one
It's sick.
NPC that looks like Walter White, and then they have this model be modified so that you will be seeing a bald Walter White, a Walter White with red hair, a Walter White with the blonde hair and a cap. So
Mm.
it's interesting. And NPCs, they supposed to act like normal people
Mm.
that you encounter in the store on these types of stores. So there are some instances where a person that's stinky goes inside your store, and what do? You have
Whoa,
to
really? There's
yeah,
that
yeah.
event going on? Okay.
There's that thing. There's that type of NPC. And so there's a product in that you can buy where it's just like a Lysol, and you can
Mm.
spray it on the person without prejudice. Or you could also buy some of those like uh air conditioners or air treatment like thingamajigs. So
Interesting.
yeah, those stuff like that. It's really fun. It looks really cool, and then yeah, it's a card shop store sim, and like Balatro, it could be a time sink if you're not careful of your time. So that's one of the things that I've played this month at least. Um, and then I guess the one last
Is it?
thing that I could talk about
Mm-hmm.
is that I've experienced and got into my first Warhammer Rogue Trader tournament, which is something
Oh.
like a standard, what do you call that in MTG? Like those standard events or Friday Night Magic. Or actually no, because it is like a tournament. Um so yeah, this is for Age of Sigmar's Granddaddy tournament qualifiers.
Okay.
So it happens that we're the ones who were frequently playing there. So we decided that in order to determine our store's representative, we're gonna have a tournament for this one. So that's what happened. So this is my first tournament. I'm running my Iron Jaws, the very same army that Emile got from
Yeah,
his
dude. Those
from
boys.
yeah those boys. I did manage to run them with a decent list. Well, at least from what I could muster on the available miniatures that I have, and I tried to run it. So the experience is interesting
Okay.
because you're gonna spend one day playing at least 3 games of Warhammer.
Okay.
That's enough for me for a month. So imagine me playing a month's worth of Warhammer in one day.
In one day.
And yeah, and that's excruciating. It's also extra excruciating because I came out from work, so I don't have
Oh
any
shit.
time to rest.
No
And
sleep.
the tournament started at around 10:30. So we do have to be there on time because, dude, like one game is what, like 2 to 3 hours at best. Um, so that's what happened. We did get to play up to 3 games.
Mm.
Um, I lost all of the games. I almost won my first one, but I got one crucial mistake that got me the loss. Um, so far, yeah, those like the first one would be the most significant one because that's the first time I'm running my army with a different faction that I'm not used to. Because
Mm-hmm.
during the days leading to this tournament, I've been doing practice games with some of the players in our store. Uh, but most of them play with factions like Slaves to Darkness or Nurgle or what do you call this? The Gloomspite Gits, so like the Goblin faction. So
Mm-hmm.
mostly those are my only like match knowledge uh of my whole run in AOS.
Mm-hmm.
So my first game was against the Vampire faction, which is like the Soul Blight Gravelords. Pretty
Yeah,
cool faction, pretty
vampires.
cool
Yes.
models.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the guy who I matched with, uh, he's a cool bloke. He has cool models in his list. He has like a zombie dragon in it in the
Nice.
roster. Pretty big, yeah. And in my list, I also run the murder cabbage dragon, like Gordrak. So it's cool because it's like a battle of dragons and some of the big pigs. So far that's like the closest I got in a game because it's just I only make one crucial mistake on the first turn, which is I overshot uh my strategy, and then it kind of cost me like a few points only, but
Mm-hmm.
that was enough to net a loss. And
Mm.
then second game though, the second game was brutal to say the least. I was matched with a person that was playing Disciples of Zinch.
Okay.
If you guys are familiar with the Disciples of Zinch, these are the guys who worship Zinch, the god, which is, I guess, in the 40K equivalent, they're the Thousand Sons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what does the Disciples of Zinch have? They have magic.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're basically the blue player of Age of Sigmar.
Ew.
They have a really weird, really interesting um, play style because most of the time, if you're going to play Age of Sigmar or Game of Warhammer, there are several phases, right, to each of your turns. Like there's a command or hero phase where you get to cast spells or use abilities of your generals or your heroes, and then there's movement phase, there's shooting phase, there's charging, and then there's attacking or fight.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Most armies usually use the shooting phase and the attack phase or charge phase to deal damage to people, to deal damage to enemy units. What Zinch does is right from the start, from the hero phase, that's where they deal damage because they're spellcasters.
Yep.
And how they do spellcasting is that, like for example, I could give you one example of one hero, which is called the Lord of Change. I think
Oh.
he is characterized as a level X wizard or I think level 4, level 3. So
Mm-hmm.
what that means is that he can cast spells 3 times. So he has his own spell book, and then he can only cast once per hero phase of whatever you have on that list.
Mm-hmm.
Since he has 3 spells on his disposal, I mean 3 like chances to cast spells. That's kind of brutal already for someone who doesn't. I mean, for someone who owns a faction that doesn't
Yeah.
specialize in spell casting. I mean the orcs.
Yeah.
So my only wizard or sorcerer in my list is a weird knob shaman, and he is like a wizard level 2, so he can only cast spells twice in his turn.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord of Change has, for example, a Lord of Change has 3 chances to cast a spell, and that's just
Mm-hmm.
one wizard. His list has like 4, 5
Yeah.
wizards. Imagine he can cast like a total of 12 spells in one turn
Before anything happens.
before
You
anything
blow up.
happens. Before movement, before
That's
shooting,
fucked up.
you already blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Also, something interesting in a game of Warhammer is how they also manage spells and interact with spells. Because,
Mm-hmm.
for example, if you are a spellcaster and you want to cast a spell, you roll 2d6s, and then you have to match like the spell level or the spell number to successfully cast it. So, for example, this spell costs 7. That means you have to roll a 7. Um, and then what happens is the opposing player can counterspell that spell by using the ability Unbind, which is pretty much this is a free spell, but it only limits on how much is your like wizard level. So, for example, your opponent's wizard is just wizard level 2. He can only unbind 2 times.
Mm.
So yeah, if you're going to fight someone who is spellcaster heavy and you only have like 2 chances to counter spell, you have to make it
Mm.
count. And you have to be very smart on your decision on what to counter spell or not. So it's really tough. It's really cool because also the disciples of Zinch have a mechanic that's similar to Fate dice
Wow. All
and
the bullshit.
all the bullshit.
All the
Yeah.
bullshit is on their side. Shit.
Um,
Mm.
they have, yeah, at the beginning of their turn, you have to roll. I forgot the rule or like the main rule, but you have to roll a dice where X is something something something, and then if you get to roll uh like 4 above, uh you can store it somewhere and keep it, and then like you can use it to determine the saving throw instead of throwing a normal dice, you know. So something like fate points. Yeah. So it's pretty interesting and pretty cheap. And yeah, that second game really got me good. Like I had no problems during combat because Disciples of Singe's combat is pretty much uh, next to nothing because of how really good their spellcasting is. But yeah, it's one tricky um, faction to play against, and I would believe that it would be fun to also play it as. But yeah, it's a lot of spell triggers, a lot of things that you have to do in your hero phase. So that's cool. So that is sort of my run on the tournament because at that point for the third game or the third pairing, we decided to just lie low and just relax. And because during that time, the only two players were the ones that matter, the ones who won the first two games. So anything during the third pairing doesn't matter that much anymore, because they only want like two representatives for the other big tournaments. So we were just hanging out and we're just watching how the Zinch player decimate the Slaves to Darkness player. And oh man, that's really brutal. That was a really good list. So yeah, so far, it's quite an experience. And yeah, I did learn a lot of stuff, especially for someone who's really new to Warhammer. And you have to really get your reps in. Yeah, just play more games, just be more familiar with how your army works and how you decide what uh tac ops you choose. There's also like tac ops here in this game. And that's one of the crucial things. Like the first like tac op is kind of crucial uh, to kind of like initiate your path to winning. Um, it's a bit sweaty. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's a bit competitive with all the lists that I've encountered, and I think I'm the only one. Well, not really, but I think there's two lists, including mine, that is kind of out of the meta. The other one is the dwarves, like the dwarves with guns, but they're kind of underpowered right now. Even if they're the only faction that has vehicles or flying vehicles in it, that's kind of sucks. Um, but yeah, so far it's really good. Like I can't wait to play more Warhammer and participate more into these types of rogue trader tournaments. But yeah, it's I think my mistake is I worked during that I worked a
What?
shift instead of resting before the tournament. So if I don't have any like work during that upcoming day, I wouldn't have any like problems afterwards. So yeah,
It was on a weekday.
it's on a weekend, but it's on a
Oh,
Saturday.
but you
So
came out from a Friday shift.
yeah, I came from a Friday shift. So
Again, you.
yeah, but it's fun though. Warhammer fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
even if losing.
how long were the games? Like I'm wondering if I know a lot of our stuff since we're very new to it. Like a lot of our stuff gets bogged down in like, oh, what does that do again? How does this work again? Like I'm curious
Yeah,
to
yeah.
know how it works. Like if we, both of y'all have the reps in, like
So
how fast is
far,
it, or is there still like some waffling? Because also really want to cut down on my own waffling time. Like
mhm.
just to make
Yeah,
sure we get more games in. You know.
when we were trying to like do a players meeting before all of the games start, like we were given like I think 2 hours for the games. So not all of the games were finished completely because in a game of like Age of Sigmar, there's a total of like 5 turns, which is um really long, especially if you're gonna finish everything at turn 5. So most of the games, if not all of the games, finish at around turn 3. Uh, like turn 3 is already a determining like winner, unless you still want to go the distance and if you're fast enough. But what happens if we ran out of time is just we were just going to finish whatever is happening at the turn and then try to sort of like tally the points and then have that as the final like score. For durdling and waffling, I've waffled a bit. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like especially during times when I was trying to decide what battle tactic or what tack up I'm gonna take.
Mm.
So just for the initiated, uninitiated, a battle tactic is like the secondary objective that you get to choose um, in this in the game. So far,
Mm.
battle tactics in Age of Sigmar is set. So you just have to like choose from a list of either general battle tactics or battle tactics that is related to your faction. And sometimes it could be a bit of a decision paralysis, especially if you don't know what you're doing or if you're not yet familiar with your army and
Mm.
what the situation is on the board at that moment. Like, for example, what happened during my first game is that I choose like they got me in first during the initiative phase, so it was my first turn. I was first to move. I choose a battle tactic called Seize the Center,
Mm.
which is you just have to touch the center of the map. At least 2 units has to touch the center of the map and isn't in combat.
Okay.
So they don't have to be three. At least they have to be outside 3 inches of an enemy unit to be in combat.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, foolish me, who got way too excited, uh, went in for Caesar Center,
Mm-hmm.
because of some movement shenanigans. I managed to get my boys at the center, 1 unit of boys, and then I also pushed my little big murder cabbage at the center, but I went in for the combat. I went in for the charge, and then I never got to have another unit seize the center also, so that um, the battle tactic would be valid. So when it comes to scoring my turn there, I got most of the objective markers in the map except for the seize the center battle tactic because it doesn't count. It has to be 2 units. So because of that, that was the crucial mistake that I got, like the only blunder in that game.
Mm.
And if I didn't blunder that part early on, I would have won 4 points. So that's kind of disappointing, but at the same time, you know what? Live and learn.
Yep.
Hmm.
So
That's how it is.
yeah, and then yeah, it's mostly those moments where I usually um like what do you say waffle or durdle, like deciding what battle tactic to use, especially during the second and I think for the second and third turns, that's where I got really slow because looking at the battlefield or the board, there are times where I don't know what to do. Like what's a battle tactic on the list that will benefit me? Because you cannot do the battle tactic again after you declare it on the previous turn. So you have to be able to pick different battle tactics and then try to complete it during your turn.
Mm.
Um, and since your opponent is aware of that battle tactic, he will do anything in his power to prevent you from doing that. So that's one of the things that are really good at the game. It's like you know and you declare what your mission is, and then it's up to the guy who's not even moving during that point to prevent it. And that's
Mm.
for, like charging, counter charging, shooting, stuff like that. So it's pretty it is a pretty interesting game. Like even though like I've said it before during the last stream where Kill Team might be more complex than Big Hammer because of the turn order, which is you take turns per model, right? Whereas
Right.
in Big Hammer, you have to finish the whole your whole army to take its
Oh
turn.
yeah.
So it's interesting, and even though that's the format of the Big Hammer, it's still there's still a bit of complexity and strategy involved to make it a fun game to play.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my week. You got it. You guys gotta stop me whenever I yap about Warhammer. I'm not gonna stop.
No, no, no.
We like it. We like
We
when
like
you're
it.
really
But
getting
yeah.
into it, and with that,
Like,
Oh yeah.
go for, yeah.
like, like I feel like I want to say more about it, but since I have no idea, like,
Yeah.
so just listening to it is nice for me.
Mhm.
Like,
Hmm.
just hearing about your experience makes me want to try it. But like
Yeah.
at the
I
same
mean,
time, I am afraid. I am
I
afraid.
would teach you guys, like, if we could do some sort of like a spearhead game. We could do I could just bring my miniatures and have you guys play a 500 point Warhammer game, and that would be enough to have a grasp on how the game works and how the turns work. So
I
it's
think the only thing stopping me is the fear of getting too into it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
oh yeah. I mean, we haven't painted your miniatures yet.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
still not alive, Buzz.
So that's one thing. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, hey, this is just a good time to tell you guys that, like, I think we had enough. We had enough miniatures uh to start a two-player game without you guys actually uh like spending money on. Like, you guys can just borrow my miniatures. We could just have a game
You've spent the
using
money
my
for
miniatures and
us.
train.
Yeah, dude.
Sort of like that. Like, I've seen a very expensive board game for you guys to try. So
I want
so
to
that's
try.
probably the
I
gist
want
of
to
it.
try. I hella want to try. Big Hammer and Sigmar. I want to try. We
Yeah.
just gotta set
Yeah.
it up like one afternoon.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Cool.
Yep, that's my weeks.
All right.
I guess that leads to you, Raffo.
Yes.
That leaves the Raff
That
man.
leaves up to me. Like, I don't know. Like, so it's been a very complicated few weeks. Um, very complicated. Like, I don't know. Like, I've been really trying to turn like my fitness around to start like like if people don't know me, if I can reveal some form of weakness, because everyone thinks I'm a golden god. No, my sons. I am mortal, such as you. And my blood pressure has been my kryptonite for the past few years, and
Okay.
it's been creeping up to me. I feel like I've been the corpse emperor for the past few years, like just being inactive, just being like that, and I've been having, and now recently, with all this free time, I took it upon myself to improve on that. Like, I'm drinking water more, because that really
Cool.
attributed to like my blood pressure.
Oh
And
shit.
I'm eating better. And I'm getting stronger, baby. I'm just doing all the sports. Last week I went to CrossFit on Monday. Like, we're doing this thing where me and my bud Gene, we go over to Caloocan, of all places. I know it's a huge, far flung area from where we live, but we go into this
Oh,
CrossFit
okay.
Monday journey to go to our friends box, as what they call them, what the hip CrossFit dudes call it. um it's a box. It's not a gym, bros. It's not a CrossFit gym, bro. It's a box. It's a box, baby.
It's a
It's a
box.
That's
box.
what people call it.
Yeah, because it's just a box with all the toys in it, and by toys we mean barbells and metal,
Huh.
and the wall where you do handstands on. That's a box, and there's a rope somehow, and there are rings. It's just a box, everyone. It's not a gym. Anyway, we go to my friend's gym every Monday this time.
Okay.
And we do CrossFit. It's been fun relearning. Fun meaning painful. Yeah, don't equate fun to fun. Fun means painful. It hurts. It hurts every week, every Monday. I cannot stand. Um,
Cool.
because CrossFit's very
Effective.
intense, very. But also, I want to shout them out just in case like our viewers are interested, because I want to throw them like some good business as well. Check out boombox.ph by our friends, the Boom
Damn.
Twins. They are very good at teaching. And the community that they fostered is very nice and very supportive. Like people, you know what I hate in gyms is that people just go unsolicited advice. They just go, bro, yung form mo pangit. Tapos parang, like, shut up.
Not those kinds of people.
Yeah, I hate those dudes. Like, they just walk up to you and they're like, but these guys, specifically, they're very friendly. They're very supportive of newcomers. They give feedback when you ask.
Shit.
And when they ask, like, when it's unsolicited, it's from a place of care. Like, if ganito kasi, you can still do that. But if you bail on the weight, because that's a thing commonly in weightlifting and like CrossFit. Like, sometimes you can handle the weight, you bail on it. Like, you literally let it go and it slams to the ground, diba? If you bail on this weight, it'll actually hit your head. So don't do that. So mas maganda kung ganito, this that. They're very friendly. So yeah. So that's been an ongoing thing. It is a 3-hour drive to Caloocan.
Jesus. Whoa. What?
So me and Jean are really getting to know each other.
Wait, how many hours do you
3
spend on the
hours.
box?
The box is also the box. We
The box.
we take the 7:30 class and then we stay over there. It's also like our friend Dino, who owns it, also lives nearby. So the first week we came over to their house, which is like a short walk away, and then we just played like Resident Evil, and we played just a little bit of Tekken and such. But we'll get to that. But we stay until 10, 11, 12 around that area because we also take it as a like hang time. Like, we're hanging with friends also. Like, I don't rarely get to see my high school friends that much, and I feel like we've been reconnecting through these past pilgrimages. So okay lang.
Cool.
Like, it's
Cool.
pretty cool. Like, we've found a way to kind of optimize it. We've been going for 3 straight Mondays now. Like,
Oh.
we've been trying to optimize like the way. One time, we left at 3:30 and we arrived at 6:30. Like, where did the time go? Like, it's definitely a time portal. So that's the usual EDSA to Fairview route. That one no good. And
Holy
then
shit.
the other week after that, me and Gene kind of say game plan like, okay, let's take the Skyway this time. And then since I'm just a passenger during this time and Gene's driving, I'm gonna pay for the Skyway, and that'll be like a fair trade, right? So we take the Skyway and then we go like we go up to it. Gene asks, "Oh, Skyway tayo, like we're gonna take the Skyway now, huh? We're gonna take the ramp." And I just go, "Yeah, let's take the ramp." Then we go up, and then as I'm going up, as we've taken the ramp and we're going up, I said, "They take GCash naman, though."
Oh my god.
they take
Oh no.
they take GCash, right? And then Gene just doesn't answer. And then we drive down maybe like 2-3 minutes after. Gene just goes, "We'll find out."
Oh my god, dude.
That's the worst.
And
What
then
an adventure.
we found out. we found out that any public road or tollway does in fact not take GCash. And I had 0 cash in my wallet. And what followed was around 45 minutes of combing the car and bags for loose
shit.
change to the
Holy
amount
shit.
No.
to the amount of 500 pesos.
Okay.
Which
I guess
was
that's
like,
enough.
no.
Hindi ba? Oh shit, okay.
Oh, really?
No. We
I
couldn't
thought
make it.
Skyway is like 180.
Because Gene didn't have the RFID also.
Oh,
Oh, you're not allowed up there
no.
without that.
So
You had to pay the fee?
we had to have one installed.
Oh.
You can-
Okay,
Oh, a
so
new one?
well, at least you got one, huh?
He does. At least he has one. It's a new car. That he had. It was an electric car, and that was kind of part of the optimization. Like, let's use the electric car because we won't need
Less
to pay for
gas.
gas. Diba? 0 gas. all Gene has to do is charge it up like in the mall where it's free or at their house, and then we're golden, right? So that's the plan. Like, and then when we got there, 500 easy. But yeah, so what ended up happening was we were like hitchhiking or basically flagging down cars from the highway, and the hope is we're like we'd exchange GCash to GCash, and then they give us cash. So I pay some possible person. Uh, so what the perfect scenario would be, a speeding car would stop for a bunch of mooks dressed in gym attire. One of them is surprisingly intimidating, and then just give money. Just agree to me
Yeah.
giving them GCash and then giving me cash money. Like,
Honey, this bald gym man is flagging us down. Should we stop?
speed up, you motherfucker, speed up.
Speed up. Speed up. Speed up.
So yeah, we went car to car, and then we eventually just went to the people in line, and then luckily there was a family that the dad was not kind of buying it, like very skeptical of us, wanted to close the window on us. And then thankfully he was traveling with his family, and then the older gentleman on the passenger seat was like, "Hindi, teka, let's hear them out. Let's talk to them." And then he hears us out, and then the youngest of them, like their kid, actually had GCash and vouched for us that GCash is safe. Like, we can use GCash. Like, I just give me the code, this and that, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So, okay, so we get there. We get the cash, okay. Actually, they trade us the cash. We do all of that. It was actually a good interaction. Like, thank you very much. You saved us, blah, blah, blah. And then what we ended up, we just kind of maybe left a bad impression. Maybe. You be the judge. We kind of left a
Okay.
little bit of a bad impression because
Okay.
as we were leaving, like the hilarity, as we were leaving towards the car, the hilarity of the situation, like, kind of caused us to laugh just because it's such a fucking, what a
Oh,
ridiculous scenario.
no.
So we laughed at each other, and we laughed going to the car, and then I just
You
realized
scammers.
the visual of that. The
You
Like,
visual
you guys
Drifters.
just scammed them.
we got him. So I made sure to make a big show of like, oh, here's our plate number, and then I wave bye to them really friendly, para they don't
See
think
you
we're
around,
scammers.
suckers.
Thanks for the GCash, you saps.
I like that sap is the word of the day.
I like- anyway, yeah. So CrossFit.
Sick.
Sick.
Right.
That's
CrossFit.
CrossFit.
That's CrossFit. Always have cash, I guess. CrossFit fun. It opens up scenarios like that, and you should try it, especially from boombox.ph. Chajang, if you're ever in Caloocan, hindi ka malolokan pag pumunta ka sa Boombox.
Sick.
That's the box.
That's the box. It's a
Not
box.
sponsored.
Never call it a gym. It's a box. Speaking of boxes, I
Yeah?
was wondering, like, when we started the show, I was like looking for something to talk about, and then I realized, how could I ever forget of the one moment in time that this thing happened? Like, how could I ever forget? Like, so I've been hitting the con scene like pretty hard, like we usually have one like every other weekend stuff. So one of a recent one is Anifair, and Anifair was quite fine. It was in UP Town Center, a different area, but Anifair Wylan, just because of this specific idea. So I was on the loo doing a two.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
on the
What this
two.
is?
I don't know if any of you are familiar, but this has to be recorded on this specific podcast because it's very important. I was on the two. I was on the loo doing the two. Okay, I was in a stall, mall stall, and then doing my business, the usual. And I'm kind of finished up. I gotta go back to the table. because without me in the table, like there's nothing gonna happen over there. So I started to finish up, and then I hear from the outside, entering the stall. I hear from the outside, a voice just goes, "You can do this, Megatron."
What?
No way.
What?
No way.
No way.
Something to that degree. Like
What is this?
it was some Peter Cullen like warped voice type thing. Like this is the way of the warrior. Like he was prepping like some voice, and it was echoing throughout the whole bathroom, and he kept doing this bit of like like techno muffled voice of like their two characters. It sounded like Autobots talking to each other, and I'm like, the fuck is going on over here? Anime Wylin. And then what proceeded to happen was this guy straight up did a like 15-minute beatbox set right in the bathroom. I don't I don't understand this behavior. I don't understand the Gen Z, bro. I don't I can't believe I forgot about this moment in time that I have just witnessed. He just starts going up like the way of the warrior. Like I can fucking he just goes on this like really wanging it, like really going for it. And then at one point I hear part 3 of beatbox covers. And then is this guy shooting a TikTok?
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh my god! And then he was shooting. Sure enough, he was shooting TikToks of his beatbox set.
While Raffy Graffiti himself was taking a shit.
Yup.
They won't find out I'm in the loo.
Did he at least tag you in the post?
Yeah, he should have tagged you. Featuring
Should've tagged
Raffy
you.
Graffiti.
as the pair of feet
I
in the
would
in the
have taken
cubicle.
the tag. I would have taken the collaborator tag.
Man,
No, but
this is
yeah.
this is like the Sydney Sweeney meme of someone in the bathroom trying to practice shit while she's crying. Except
Oh yeah.
she's inside. So she's inside the cubicle, and the guy practicing is staring at himself in the mirror.
That's exactly what happened.
That's amazing.
I know that meme you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's the I think it got changed
That's format.
into Gambit, like
This one with how Warhammer.
with
His
Warhammer.
brother.
I've seen the
Yeah.
one that's like, I know who you know how long ooh, you know how long I've been waiting about this. Oh, I think I got it, and then she just starts crying into That's me, but reverse. Like he was doing it, like he was going for it, and to be absolutely fair, he was kind of nice though. Like he was kind of nice with it though. Like I was,
Killing it. He cooking.
I think he was cooking, dude. Like I think at one point I was raising my hand of like, okay. Like I should have like, and when I posted about this on social media, like all the comments were like, "You should have dropped the verse."
Yeah, dude. You could have
I
spit bars.
could have put bars on it.
Could have been the collab of the
sadly-
century inside the bathroom.
Beatboxer PH69, ex guy in bathroom. But yeah, so it was all great. It was like I was vibing, but also I need to get back. Right, I was done for a good fucking 8 minutes before. And then basta I was done. I gotta get back, and now the fear, the anxiety is stopping me from leaving the stall and going back to my table, because I know for a fact that he is in the mirror shooting himself. And and I have to go wash my hands. I I could not get over the anxiety of like us meeting eye to eye. I probably say excuse me, and then I gotta go use the sink while he's beatboxing. I don't know. I just couldn't conquer the fear. I just stood there listening to his all set until I said until I said enough was enough. I really have to go. I was in a good like 15 minutes at this point, 15 something minutes. Like it's. I also have videos to prove this, by the way.
Whoa.
Yup. And then I open up the stall. I think I hear like a break. I hear a break in the and I think he's done. He's shot like 4 TikToks at this point. Like how many more does this guy have? He's got to be winded at this point.
That's for one.
Yeah. For like yeah, definitely like 4 TikToks. I heard like around 3 intros or some shit. Anyway, I go out of the stall, and then he starts another one as I'm leaving the stall.
Now he should have tagged you.
So, and the way it's lined up was my stall was right behind him, and
Oh shit.
so there's a TikTok somewhere out there of him going beatbox covers number 432, and then I leave the stall right
And then
in
you
view.
show up.
Oh no!
I opened the door. There's a TikTok of me somewhere opening the door, doing exactly what I feared. Going past him, he's beatboxing, wanging it, keeping it together. Like, I'm sure it was awkward for him too, but he kept the set flowing, my friend. And then
Oh my
I have to go.
God.
Oh, excuse me. And then, because, and then at the sink, because there were 3 sinks. At the sink, my deepest fear of everything became, what if the one I chose does not work? Like, what if I have to go use it? What if the soap is over there? What if the soap is
We have
over at this
to-
side?
We have
Please.
we have to go to TikTok and look for this.
I've been trying.
We have to find it.
I've been trying to find it.
I'm pretty sure he didn't upload that, right? That's just that's a take, right?
Right.
What's the title? Beatbox covers number what?
So,
We have to look for
he
this.
said a
Dude,
number.
what if it was
Try
TikTok live?
PH beatbox.
Wait, I thought you
number.
know the guy. Like I thought you
No.
already found out the guy in one stream. Oh, it's not him.
We found a guy on stream that was like his energy, but I don't know if it's him because I haven't seen them. But
Okay.
the thing you're looking for, the marker, is very youthful energy. Maybe a very big yellow shirt. That's it. Big
Oh.
yellow shirt and TikToker energy. Yung hair niya is very K-pop inspired. Yon. K-pop hair, yellow shirt. I think white shorts, something like that. You know the fit. Anyway, if we see any let's crowdsource this. Like, people in the chat, if you if you ever see a beatboxer, a Filipino beatboxer, doing things in public in a yellow shirt, please link it to me. So yeah. Thankfully, none of the fears came to light. I was spared that day. The sink was working, and the soap was on the right side. And then the professional that he was, he kept going with the set. We didn't interrupt each other or whatever. And then I felt his awkwardness also. As I was lathering up, he just went, he finished his TikTok and just went, oh, goods na. And then he went straight into the stall that I vacated. And like,
What?
He was waiting for
now-
you.
Wait a
Exactly.
second.
Exactly. Now I'm thinking, was that an intimidation tactic?
No, he was distracting himself.
Wait. Why did he have to go into the stall that you came out of?
Everything else
it
was
like-
full.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
he
Like-
chose it.
But now I'm thinking, was it an intimidation tactic because all of the stalls were full up? Like, this'll get them out. Poop, siki, poop, poop, siki, poop, 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 siki, poop, poop, ah! Like, is that
I think.
What a
think
pull!
he.
Holy shit!
I think he
I
thought
really need to
wrong.
take a shit. I better beatbox so one of these fools gets embarrassed enough to leave.
diba?
No,
But
dude.
that's the thing. They got too embarrassed not to leave
Exactly.
No,
because this
dude.
guy kept making content.
What if he
When
was
will it stop?
beatboxing to
Hmm.
stop the poop from coming out?
Oh.
He was fighting a battle.
Oh, pwede.
Jabba 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 jabba
Uh,
jabba jabba
I
jabba
like
jabba.
the idea of this guy like being in this situation and he's gotta go and he's like, well, I only have one skill set that
I
can
gotta
help me
distract
now.
myself from getting the fear.
You know?
Jabba 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 jabba. And then naturally he found the gift.
Yeah. Goddamn. Just straight into it. And dude, I have the video to prove it. I have the video to prove this. And this last part may sound like I'm fucking with y'all, but it's not. It's all on video. I swear to God, he hops into the stall and he shoots another one. He starts beatboxing again.
Dude, it's more private in there. The acoustics are better.
Sabagay.
Yeah.
Sabagay.
It muffles the sounds of the poop falling.
Dude,
Okay.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if like a group
Mhm.
of 4 people would just start a podcast episode in the bathroom.
I'm sure it's been done.
Dude, we have to record the next episode in a
The bathroom.
bathroom.
Yeah.
We're gonna dethrone Melty Blood one day.
Yeah, dude.
Mhm. The perfect perfect audio studio
The perfect
is
cast.
some yeah.
An echoey bathroom stall.
Yeah, dude. The
Yep.
perfect cast.
The the perfect cast.
Relax.
Shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, I did. I actually did. That was clearly a moment in time that I have witnessed. I don't know. That's that. I don't even know how I forgot about that. That was that was a highlight of my life.
Thanks, Optimus Prime.
Yeah, dude, I swear you can hear that part in the videos as well. Like, I don't know how we can show this. Like maybe like a link dump of some sort. I can put the video there. You can hear him like do the voices part. He's warming up. He's tuning up the band, and then he goes for it. And he was kind of nice though. But then the voices, and then I also had to go.
Energon.
All right. That is my
That's
week.
it? Is that your
Yeah,
weeks?
That is my
Oh,
week.
that's sick.
Um,
Right.
I shall end with the usual.
All right.
Okay. This is from the season 3 of The Witcher. It goes previously on The Witcher. You're the Witcher.
No way.
No way that happened.
Yep.
I
I
don't
watched The
remember
Witcher. I never
Yep. The last.
never heard that. What
No. Season 3. It happened.
That's
It
how
happened.
bad the writing was.
God dang it. God bless Henry Cavill's soul for
Oh,
surviving
man.
that production.
It's in season 3. I swear to God. I've never lied on these. I hear something stupid and then it goes straight into the dock. It happened. It definitely happened.
When where would
You're the
where would
witch.
he be where would he be called out during that time of the season?
No.
Like-
It's I think diba, they take from different episodes. I think it's from the first episode. or one of the first few ones,
Okay.
because this was kind
Okay.
of like the
Three
final arc.
seasons.
So yun nga eh, like at that point, I think nobody was surprised that there's a group of witchers in Claremore.
I know. Also, very bad. Just watch to laugh. Don't expect it. Phew,
Oh,
very
yeah,
bad.
that
Season
final
3.
season.
Yeah, very
Oh,
bad.
dude, I didn't
yeah.
even bother.
That's a reverse recommend. That is a stay away.
Yeah, dude.
That's good stayaways. Yeah, stay away from that one. Speaking of Rex, what do you think, Mr. Hostman?
Oh yeah, we should
Huh.
start
Start us
our
off.
Rex. We'll start us off. So my rec is kind of interesting because it's a YouTube channel called WeebMD.
Oh,
So
WeebMD.
so we
Weeb
so
MD.
WeebMD is
Oh, I know
a
this guy.
is a I think father daughter or grandfather daughter duo. They basically are a podcast that discusses anime, and
Okay.
I have a specific clip that I want to rec, and it's the 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 dad's journey into reading for the first time Berserk, the Berserk manga,
Ah.
and
Mhm.
what a journey he has been. Like there are TikTok clips and YouTube reels of him starting off volume 1 pretty energetic, pretty
Oh God.
ecstatic
Okay.
about the manga, and then there are bits of pieces where the daughter recorded some of the reactions that the father has on the later chapters. There's one significant chapter where I know you know this, Emile, and I think Migoy, where Casca falls on the
Mm-hmm.
cliff,
Yep.
and the dad was crushed,
Oh God.
immediately crushed at that point of the story. Where oh my god, I hope my Casca's okay, and then
Oh no.
you think that's already the bad thing,
No,
and
it's
then
not.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
then
Uh-oh.
this video in our rec sheet, the title is called Berserk Eclipse.
Yep. Yep.
Uh-oh.
And you can see the thumbnail, and you could try to uh compare the the face of the dad on the
Mm.
first volume on the clip of the first volume's experience compared to this one, which is the eclipse. It
It looks
looks like
like
he's been
all.
in World War II.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like all life has left this man.
Yeah. And then he delivered one of my favorite lines this month in YouTube history,
It's
where he
very
was
good.
trying to describe Griffith, and he basically said, "Griffith, may his name be ever forgot. May his name be forgotten forever." How he delivered the line
Yeah, dude.
is cinema.
He
You could see,
sounded
Really?
so sad.
you could hear the hate and
Yeah,
this and the
dude.
anger and the sadness
Dude,
in
all the
this man's
emotions.
voice. Yeah. Like how he says, like he said, like, Griffith, may his
His
name
name
be
be
forgotten
forgotten
forever.
forever.
Oh my god. It's that's it. That's my rec. This man's journey has been interesting so far. And I haven't watched any of the clips after his eclipse clip. So so far I'm not sure where he is right now with the manga. I hope so. I hope he like reached, I don't know, like Fantasia or something, just to give him some more hope and despair again.
Man, I just
But
checked
yeah.
his channel and there's a
Yeah.
short that says buying dad his first manga and it's the first chapter of Berserk and it's like why is this the
Oh,
first one?
Wow.
yep.
Starting in
Yep.
hard mode.
Yep. It is good. Also, it's not just like their channel isn't just that. Like it isn't just dad reacts to reading. Actually have a podcast of deep diving certain titles and anime. Like they actually like record themselves talking
Dude,
about
what the fuck?
the
Dude,
subject.
I'm looking through this shit. It's like my dad's next anime, Naoki
Vinland's.
Urasawa's Monster. It's like what the
Oh,
fuck?
come
Yeah, dude.
on.
Wow.
Dude,
Why
it's
is it all
really
of
it's
Fuck.
these?
Is
dude,
this how
um
he Is this how he works through his like problems?
No, these are
Is
all
this
recommended by
revenge?
his daughter.
Like,
What
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck?
it was daughter.
her.
It
It's her
it is really
problems.
good. Like the other video is like Vinland Saga season 2 deep dive.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, like the good ones were the Berserk ones and the monster ones because those are like his daughter is great. It's really good. It's also at the same time she might be giving him a new heart attack or something
Dude,
with all
dude,
of these recommends.
I
dude, I
hope he
love this
gets the
one
death note.
thumbnail. I love this fucking one thumbnail is are these main characters heroes or villains? And it's a picture of him, Lelouch, Eren Yeager, and Light Yagami.
There it is.
What the fuck? But yeah, that's one of the that is my recommend for this episode. So yeah,
Weeb MD.
WeebMD.
We
You can check it out
MD.
on YouTube. WeebMD _ podcast.
Cool.
WeebMD gonna wreck it.
Weeb
Hey,
MD. Okay.
Yep.
Sick, sick,
Okay.
sick.
I thought it was Weeb ND like DND. Got you.
No, no, no.
It's like
MD.
Got you. Like
a
the
Weeb
doc.
doctor.
Yeah, like
medical
house MD.
director.
Nice. Alright,
Yep.
who got
Cool.
Rex? Next.
I have a
I
rec.
go.
Go.
Oh, okay. Go, 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 go,
I
go.
Migo.
You
go.
go.
It's
Migo.
short.
Hit
It's
it.
literally a short. It's a short film by the director of The Substance, the movie I talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
on
Oh.
YouTube.
Oh,
It's called
Oh.
Reality Plus.
reality
It's like
Mm.
because it's a subscription to reality, so it's Reality Plus.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's
I
Oh,
like
this
that.
is a full short film.
yeah, it's a
I
short
love
film.
that. I love that.
It's a similar subject to The Substance. It's like about people's views on beauty standards and whatnot. Think of
Ah.
it as like a Black Mirror twist where you get a chip installed inside you in the back of your head,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
it can augment your perspective on reality, where you can essentially give yourself a visual skin to other people who also have the chip.
Oh, cool.
So you can give yourself like a very handsome looking, avatar that other people with the thing can see.
Mhm.
But it's also on like a 12-hour timer, I think, and like it's kind of like a love story in a sense.
Mm.
Okay.
So, but it's like, are you in love with the avatar that you see, or are you in love with the person underneath? Ooh.
Ooh, I
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
like that.
Full
So
free
it's
short
nice,
film
yeah.
on YouTube. Cool.
Yeah, dude, and it's not gross. So, well, it's a little gross, but not like The Substance gross.
Got you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah, Reality Plus. It's on YouTube. I'm gonna wreck it. Hey,
Nice.
Sick.
Emilio.
Oh yeah, sure.
Please.
Me.
Yeah, go for it.
Mine's actually super duper short.
Okay.
Like I've probably talked about this in the past already, but there is a new development, so I wanted to recommend it because it's now available for a new audience. I'm just gonna recommend the Amazing Digital Circus on
Oh.
Netflix now.
There's new.
Yeah.
There's new stuff. Oh shit.
the Pomni.
Basically episode 3 came out like a few days ago, and
Oh.
it's really
Oh,
good.
what?
It's still really, really good. And
Oh.
now episodes 1, 2, and 3 are now also available on Netflix, and they have a full season
Holy shit.
that is coming up very, very soon. So, Amazing Digital Circus, for those of you guys who aren't aware, it is an animated series by Glitch, the YouTube channel. They also
Yeah.
do other cool series like Murder Bots, stuff like that. Original animations. Amazing Digital Circus is one of their most successful intellectual properties, and I think it's cool. And now it's on Netflix, and I do believe that for the first few days it was on Netflix, it was like top 3. So they're doing
Oh,
well on
shit.
Netflix too. So I'm gonna wreck it. Amazing Digital Circus on Netflix.
Shit. Good on
Yeah.
them. Holy shit. Got picked up by Netflix.
That's
Yeah,
huge.
dude,
That's huge. I
super huge.
I didn't catch it. I didn't know about it. Interesting.
Yeah,
Good,
and
good.
and if you're a weeb, there's a Japanese dub. So
I can't wait till that grandpa watches this on WeebMD.
watch that. Watch the Japanese dub.
Speaking of, oh my god. Speaking of weird dubs on Netflix, did you know that Mr. McMahon has a Filipino dub?
Oh
What?
or
shit!
What?
No
Oh,
way.
Filipino
no.
subtitles. Filipino subtitles.
Oh, subtitles. Okay,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah,
more
yeah,
sense.
yeah. And then
Oh, okay.
the famous Stone Cold Steve Austin 316 quote is different in Filipino.
Really?
Like, Jake the Snake, nagbabasa ka ng Biblia at nagsasabi ka ng mga prayers. I forgot what prayers are. Was I gonna?
Dasal.
Like, it's pretty funny.
Hmm.
I've yet to watch it again. There might be a there might not be a Tagalog dub, but hell yeah, there's a definitely
One can
some.
dream.
One
Yeah,
can
yeah.
dream.
Like
Mm.
there has been a lot of Filipino dubs recently.
Yeah.
I heard that Freerin has a Filipino dub. If you want to watch that,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Inside Out 2 also had like a watch party for the Filipino dub here,
Mhm.
and we know at least one person who's involved there.
Yes.
And I believe Spy Family also has a Filipino dub.
That's good.
Oh.
Official support.
Yeah, dude.
All right. So yeah, that just leaves for me for my rec. What's that called? I'm going to rec something I haven't talked about ever. It is, if you like mythology, if you like the hey guys, did you like the Odyssey by
Sure.
Homer,
Yeah, dude. I
The more-
love The Simpsons.
George?
the more famous Homer from writer of the Iliad? If you like the Odyssey, then grab it in musical form. There's a musical form of the Odyssey. It's pretty great. I freaking love it. It's called
Okay.
Epic. It's called Epic the Musical.
Oh.
And
Oh.
what it is a uh uh it's a concept album. It's a bunch of concept albums. Actually, no. It's a concept album knocked into different arcs of the Iliad. So each arc is 4 or 5 songs uh, uh, capturing Odysseus's journey from the Troy arc to the Serpes and then to Circe and then all the goobers. There's a Cyclops in there that's not a mutant. All of that. They go to the underworld. All of that. And the songs, absolute bangers. All of the songs, bangers. Like they're only like that. Like I swear, they're very modern. They're very laced with great bars, I would say. And I said that so white. They are laced with incredible bars, everyone. Please,
Okay.
please, please check it out. I swear, please just, if anything, just listen to the first song. If you're gonna give this a try, listen to the first song. If you vibe with it, we're good. We pick it up from when they were going to do the old horse trick play, the old shake and bake into the horse and then stab stab. There. It's the modern retelling of the Odyssey as a musical. It's pretty cool. And one of the best ways to experience this is if not on Spotify, is to find compilations of animatics that the fans kind of made for the musicals or some of the songs. Like we're showing one on stream right now. It is a very intricate animatic that they've done, all colored with the line art and stuff. Yun, I think that's one of the
cool.
best ways. Like, the fan support for this has been absolutely like amazing. And honestly, no, its main draw is that the songs are so good, and it started off as a musical on
Cool.
TikTok. Like that's how it's a live. They're developing it live on TikTok. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I swear.
I keep forgetting how into musicals you are.
I love
Yeah.
musicals, bro. Musicals are just the wrestling of storytelling.
We
Don't
should
think
watch
about it.
Joker too.
Oh my god.
I watched Joker too.
There's really.
Yeah, I liked it.
Why?
I
There you
liked
go.
it.
Oh,
I
there's
liked
I knew
it.
it.
There's hope in the universe.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Just some sure. Uh, look, we sing now. We sing now. All right. We're just in Arkham and the courthouse. Sige lang, okay lang.
What the? Okay.
We're in a bathroom at a con. Go
Uh-huh.
for it.
Yeah, go for it. Do you, everyone, be the beatboxer? I know you are.
Be
That's it,
be
that's
the
my-
musical
Yeah.
Raffy deserves.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
You get what you deserves.
Mhm.
Get us
Wow.
out of here, Mr. Osman. I've run
That's
out.
that's
That is my
a
rec.
Joker 2 spoiler, but
Uh,
yeah, that's a it's a good trade.
mhm.
That's a
That
good
is a
trade.
good trade.
Yeah,
We all
and
took
if
the
you want
damage.
to, yeah. But if you want to check out past episodes, you can do so by checking out our Spotify, our Apple Podcast, or even this Twitch channel. We have VODs of previous episodes and more, maybe if you're into other stuff like I don't know, Fortnite. Um, because we are a Fortnite podcast, we have to
Oh
stay in
yeah, yeah,
tune.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
are a
You're right.
Fortnite
Yeah.
podcast. Hashtag Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Fortnite good. I think.
Fortnite
Mhm.
good. I
Yep.
also think.
Therefore, I am.
Yep.
Ak- ak- ak-
And
ak- ak-
yeah,
ak- 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 ak-
it, I think that's it. That's it for the show
Yeah.
for this week. Any other closing stuff? Any
Stay hard.
other things you want to endorse? Events that you are gonna be in, Rafi?
uh, a few.
Anything art
Uh,
art
uh,
related?
yeah, 2 weeks from now I'll be in Comic Area in Robinson's Galleria. Yeah.
Oh,
Please.
From Friday 18, 19, 20. So it's a 3-day thing. 19 Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Please come by. I might have
Sick.
it's a all comic event. I might have a form of comic for show. I don't know yet.
Ooh,
I
oh
don't
my
know
some
yet.
God.
zines, some
Maybe.
zines.
Maybe a zine,
Maybe
as what
Cool.
my friend called it.
A
I call it
Zine.
a zine.
A zine. Uy,
the
uy,
zine.
uy, a zine. Ho, ho, ho.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching, and like we always used to say, keep it going.
Keep it
Keep
going.
it going.
Keep it going. Ah, shit. Resident Evil. Sige lang. Okay lang.
He
Next
lied to us
time.
again.
Next
He
time.
lied to us
You
again.
lied to us again, Pray.
Whoop, whoop,
He
whoop,
lied to us again.
Never-
He said
never
he'd
let
talk
them
about
know.
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Never let them know your next move. I'm juking as we
Oh
speak.
my
I'm
God.
juking as we speak.
One day he'll talk and play Resident Evil.
Never. It's really good. I really enjoy it.
Please do, please do check the stream. There is an evil stream this coming Friday.
Hey.
That's
If-
the thing, right?
Yup. I'll be.
Oh no, I said it. Now we have to do it.
Now you're the liar if it doesn't happen. Now I have to do it. I'm gonna be in Thailand. Special thing.
Yep.
If I scream, the stream ends.
Wait, Thailand?
Yeah.
Where in Thailand are you
Thailand?
gonna be, Rafi? Actually, no.
What is it?
This is
The
a question to
capital-
Emile.
What the capital of Thailand?
You
wait.
guys will
What's
never
the capital of
get
Thailand
me.
again?
It's
You guys will never
How will I
get me.
know?
I don't.
I will never speak the capital of Thailand.
It was something like shit. What was it?
Lord Calgar.
I think
parang something like that.
Lorcana.
You know, we haven't been around for a while, so I might need to explain this.
Okay.
Why I
Explain
can't
what?
say that the capital
Nah.
of Thailand.
Save
what
it.
is it?
Save it for another day. Save it for another
Wow.
day.
Yeah, we'll save it for the next
So
podcast.
the people will
So-
give us some reader mail.
So
asking
if you
Emile what's
guys
the
are
capital of
curious as to why I can't say the capital of Thailand, tune into the next episode of the Good Trades Brigade.
Whoa. Thailand defeated.
Thailand. All right. Have a safe trip, Rafi.
Have a
And-
safe trip.
For the rest of chat, keep it going.
Keep it going.
I'm not gonna keep it going. Wait. Does that mean I don't keep it
Only
going?
for the rest of chat.
You're already going,
Whoa.
baby.
Yeah.
I'll be in chat. Thanks, dude.
Thanks.
Right on, brother.
Right on. Righteous.
All right. I'm gonna start the recording.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stop recording too. Thanks
Uh,
everyone on stream.
That's
My
good.
God, that is
Thanks, Streamos.
that is nice.
That was nice.
Thanks,
Dude,
thanks for
dude.
to anyone who listens.
Remember how we said we wouldn't go as long? I think we went as long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
aren't we like hard coded for 3 p.m.?
No. I negotiate. I mean, we moved some things around. We're good. I know we weren't going to hit
Okay.
3 p.m. Pero on stream we're just under 3 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, under
That's
3
pretty
hours.
cool.
under 3 hours. That's not bad.
Oh, standby.
Last
2:43.
episode was like
Yeah.
3 hours and 40.
2:45.
Yeah,
Paano ka
we're
ng
making
Rizal?
good time.
CrossFit Lord under 3 hours. Extend pa daw.
Hi,
Wala
chat.
na akong ano. Wala na
Alright,
Wala
akong
kaming cash.
Oo.
we gotta go. We gotta sleep. We gotta life.
Extend pa.
Extend.
Tara, Fortnite.
Bigyan mo ako na.
Dr. Doom is there.
That's for next Friday. Yun dapat yung gawin natin talaga.
Yeah, we
Like,
got a Fortnite on this channel.
the Friday that
Pwede.
we don't podcast is Fortnite Friday.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
I
I know how we're
Did you
gonna.
I
do
would
that.
like that. I
Did
would
you
like
see-
Fortnite.
The real Doctor Doom is in it now. It's not
Yeah,
the Doom bot.
dude.
And his
Oh,
throne is the
really?
thing.
Oh.
And you can get
Ah.
Iron Man shoes and repulsors.
I love
Dude,
that.
his throne
Go for it.
is made of the thing, and the shorts of the thing are on the seat.
Which thing? The
Oh,
thing. Oh yeah.
Mm.
I saw that.
Made
I
in
saw that
throne.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then Reed Richards is just a ball, like trapped, and he's just and you can see that he's still alive because he's breathing.
Oh, what? I didn't see that.
Yeah, dude.
Kind of twisted.
It's in the
That's a little
castle.
twisted. And then with Sue Storm, like her case is like there's nothing in there
She's
because she's
you
invisible.
can't see.
Yeah.
Great.
And then outside of the castle is just a dead Galactus. Like, how did
Oh,
he
yeah.
do
Yep.
this?
I
How
think
did
they
he
beat
do-
Galactus before in a different
There's a
event.
dead Galactus out in the sea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just killed Galactus, I guess. Okay. Doom's awesome.
Damn, Doom.
Damn, Doom. Back at it again with the with the white cloak.
He's founding the future.
Hey.
Chat,
I
let
love
us
that,
know
chat.
what you feel about the episode. If it's too long or if it's just right.
Mhm.
If you got any questions, just
The
we
Discord.
have a section in our Discord for reader mail or listener mail, so you could ask anything.
Chat yung
Ask
Discord.
anything.
You know why it's named the Good Trades Brigade? It's because of this show.
Oh yeah, oh nga pala.
There are
Oh,
if there
yeah.
are any new people in there.
Oh yeah, people have been using the Discord and we haven't been podcasting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's good though. The
Also-
Golden Thief Bugs.
If you got any
It's us.
suggestions on how we can do I mean, this is the thing, like also
Okay.
guys, like I've been thinking a way to utilize the Patreon.
Okay.
We could launch an episode early,
Launch.
exclusive on Patreon, and then we could just upload it like 3 days after. It's
Yeah.
probably like the easiest thing to do.
cool.
That's basic.
So we still have exclusivity
yeah.
for
That-
our
I would love that.
Patreons.
That'd be good. That would be good. Like they get it early. As a baseline, that's one of the things that we should do. It's on you,
Yeah.
Basim. Wait, we gotta explain this. But well,
Yeah, only pray for you knows, and I guess me. You have to explain it, man. You
how
don't
do I
stream it
show
and
it
found
to
out
everyone?
this
Okay,
star,
okay,
this
okay.
rising
extra,
star, this
wow,
streamer.
extra Good Trades Brigade content that you can only find on stream
On Patreon and on
Oh!
Patreon.
And on Patreon. Whoa, value. We're sorry for being away for like 5 years. Jesus Christ.
Whoa, what you overextended there, buddy?
Yeah, dude.
And then let me go find it. Wait lang. Basim lang tinype ko. Yeah. No, I see it. So
It could be anyone.
it could be anyone.
Could even be
let
the
me see.
real
What was his
Basim.
name? Fuck.
I don't know, man. It's
Uh,
your discovery.
Shit. I found it. It's a
Oh
guy
shit!
called Anthony Allen. Okay.
Damn.
Then I'll find the actual.
Using his real name as as the creator channel is
We don't know that this is his real
Brave.
name. We don't know. Let's take a look. Alright, we're on it. It's this guy. And basically, what's the best one? What's the best one?
The Bassam.
No, the popular one. There's one that is the optimal one. Ah, this one.
The
Okay.
optimal one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, do we have to like set this up?
You don't have to explain
I
it.
don't think we
You don't
need
have
to
to set it
explain
up.
it. Oh, here we go.
Just show it.
We're just gonna go.
Follow this boy. Okay.
Hiya! This one I cannot pitch yet, but I can try. One left. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it.
I didn't know you were talking
I don't
about
think
Batsing from
is he
Magic
gonna
the
touch?
Gathering.
I don't think he is.
No, it's Bassam
Close
from
again.
that Ubisoft.
Another touch.
Yeah,
You got this, baby.
the
Before
Magic
we
the
hit the
Gathering
haystack.
card.
Come on.
Batsing.
Come
Oh
on.
shit! Oh, but that he is a Magic the Gathering guy.
It's close. It's close. We got it.
I
Let's
like
go.
that chat won't ever see the
Come
whole
on, baby.
thing because it's behind it.
Ooh, walked into that one.
Post the link.
It's over.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
haystack. Almost like how
Trey says,
wasn't even there.
actually,
So you got
that's Ray Allen's son.
It would be fucking funny. It's
It would
basically
be
like
amazing.
the funniest comment of this was like he's acting like how Ubisoft thinks we act when we play their games.
Oh, that's
talking
real.
talking to Basim like he's a fucking Pokemon that you've trained. Let's do it, Basim. Let's try to get this guy. Huh, it's on you now. Can you kill him? Oh, I can't reach this guy yet,
Oh my god.
but I can try.
So that's where that's from.
That's
No,
where
I was wondering.
Link it please. in
Go on,
the
Basim.
chat. I want to
do this,
hear
man.
this nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Where's Twitch? It's this
It's,
one and it's the other one. But
Just
Cheese
kid
is
having
also right.
fun.
Like he's just having fun, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, that's how we do it when we were
yeah.
kids.
I know. But like it gets me when it's like
No,
Kid-
that one comment is gold though. That was that's basically how what Ubisoft marketing is. I bet that Ubisoft found this guy or this boy, and then you know what? He likes our games.
They
Maybe
sponsored.
that's how. Maybe that's the tone that we need for our trailers.
maybe you should develop the
Yeah.
next R6.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Love this guy. Love this guy.
Bless this.
It's on
Bless
you
his
now.
soul.
The fact that he's playing off like it's a thing of skill where he goes like then can we get this kill? Like, oh, can we kill this
Mhm.
guy? Oh, it's on you now, Basim. Like it's automatic. Like you press the button and he stabs the guy. There's no chance. There's okay, that was it. That was the guy.
Yeah,
It's a funny. I like it.
Anthony
I
Allen,
like that.
give it a follow.
Sick.
We get Ray Allen's
He's
actual
doing
son.
pretty well.
Yeah.
He's doing pretty well. Not gonna lie.
I've never had
Like-
any 10 million
dude
reels,
is-
so
Dude is making content like
hell yeah.
5 or more a week. That is work.
Yeah.
To be young.
Yeah, to be young without any care in the world.
Mm-hmm. Launch.
Anyway,